right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safer Liquid Beer for the podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that takes hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's the Play Out Better Nielson Show, let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macromala intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. The cracker 6 o'clock and lager with some sirloin bites.
It's a two-jacket day. He is on fire. Stay hot, Marcus.
Huge.
What a moment for George Springer. George Springer. He's done it again. It's the major leagues. Whoa.
Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from?
Bo.
Right center field, Buxton back, and it's gone!
Bo. 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 Bo.
Bo, Bichette.
Number 25.
Where'd you get that body from? Where'd you get that body from? Where'd you get that body from?
Hooks it down the left field line. Gone! There it is right there.
Where'd you get that body from?
Vlad, 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 Vladdy, they got it from Vladdy. Vladimir. Man, do the Rockies suck or what?
Oh, what a walloping.
Man, I have seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Telling you, Benny Hill theme music.
They
That's
just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Homer, watch your mouth.
I gotta go. My damn wiener kids are listening.
I mean, you had to win those games, but they clobbered them. As the guy in Fantastic Four would say, it's clobbering time.
30 and 84. They have 740 runs scored against them so far this season.
Well,
That's like-
how many did they just give up to the Jays?
45?
Yeah, in
I wanna
three
say,
games.
In
In three
the
games.
3 game, the aggregate.
That's insane.
63 hits. Most since 1900 in a 3-game set.
Yeah, most since 1900, see? Nobody's ever gonna. It's gonna be 140 years before they break this record.
The bat wasn't even invented then.
I mean, what were the rules of baseball like in 1900? I mean, there had to have been some differences, maybe?
No glove.
I don't know.
It's just the hand.
Rules of baseball in the year 1900. Yeah, because it's the last team to have 63 or more hits in a series of 3 games. I don't even know what the team was. I just know it said it was 1900.
That's a nice round number. 35 and a half games back of the division-leading Dodgers, who the Jays will now visit. That's going from the basement to the top of the NL West tomorrow.
Yeah, this is a total turnaround here. How about this? In the year 1900, baseball rules started to include the 5-sided home plate.
What was it before?
4-sided. It was just a square.
Just a square.
It was just a square.
What's the rationale to move to it?
And in 1900, they moved it to a 5-sided figure. So this is the first time since home plate was a 5-sided figure that a team has had 63 hits in a 3-game series.
Specifically designed to improve the visibility of the strike zone for pitchers and umpires.
Well, there we go. That's the...
Okay, well, thought it was some sort of Illuminati thing with the shapes.
Also, they modified the rules for a balk in 1900, and then the allowance of limited number of substitutions per game. Only 1 substitute was allowed per game in the year 1900. So the game has changed slightly.
Has it ever?
Since then. Also, while foul balls not counting as strikes was a feature of baseball's early days, the foul strike rule was adopted by the National League in 1901 and the American League in 1903. So the last time somebody had over 60 hits in a series, it wasn't a strike for a foul ball.
They weren't fouling.
I guess they
fouling
just
out
brought it
and-
back and did it again.
Man, talk about working a pitcher.
You can really deep into the bat, eh? In the early 20th century, pitchers would often doctor the ball using mud, see, and grease or other substances to make it move unpredictably. Batters often employed strategies like the Baltimore chop to try to beat out infield hits. There we go. So it's changed a little bit since then.
What did we learn on the show this morning?
Yeah.
Get that ready for the wrap.
Blue Jays are the first team to have 63 hits since baseball put in a 5-sided home plate. What a twist.
Is it the Jays that good or the Rockies that bad?
I mean, the
It's
Jays
it's a
aren't that
generous
good,
mix.
but the Rockies aren't that bad, right? Like this is the best team in baseball for a long time playing against the worst team in baseball. And it went exactly as, well, maybe not exactly. It went even beyond what we expected it to be.
Yeah, hitting that 20 spot on the final game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Good night.
good night. Colorado Rockies.
Are you saying we should have a gentleman's
Good night.
in honor of the big win?
We should have set that up.
1900s. We should have a 1900 show.
I mean, this is
Old
it.
time.
So, yeah, well, nobody ever gets 60 hits in a game. Yeah, that's,
Pass that newspaper over there.
what are they doing to home plate?
Good night, golden nights. It's a gentleman's sweet good night. golden nights. Cup high and put you to sleep. You'll never be a winner, 'cause you can't beat Stuart Skinner. Good night, golden nights. Oh, it is so
What a
sweet.
banger from the run, boys. A banger from the run indeed.
You know, it's kind of a gentleman's sweep because the Jays allowed the Rockies to score first in 2 of the 3 games.
3 games.
So you could really,
You know,
I mean, I don't know. I Reid may have
make
the
a
final
note for Reid. Let's see what Reid
Would you
says
consider it
about
baseball?
regular season gentlemen sweeps in baseball.
And but they scored the first run in game 1. The Jays did, so they were up.
And then they
And
let
then
them
they
score
allowed
the first
them-
2.
Yeah. So that's pretty
Well,
gentlemanly.
let's run it by him.
Yeah.
Let's see what he thinks. I'm sure he's excited to join us at 7:45 today to talk about a bird draft that he seems to hate but desperately wants in on.
Oh, he was lit up yesterday. He went through my whole. He's very interested. Don't let him.
Well, yeah. He's like, why are you guys even doing this?
Yeah.
But then he's just like, I think the bottom 2 people should be relegated, and I get to play because I'm the oldest.
He is champing at the bit to get in.
Oh, it's too funny. It is bird draft day. It was a late night for me. I didn't go to bed till like 1:30 last night. I'm tired. This whole 7 straight hours of broadcasting today is going to suck the big one. It's going to be tough. And then I had right after that at 1 p.m. the landlord showdown today.
Yeah, you're not going to be.
So
in top
I'm going to
form.
be pissy. Like I'm going to be tired.
Or maybe that's good.
Well,
Yeah,
it might be good. I'm bringing a proxy with me. You know Don Ellis, our furniture guy. Yeah. So he texted me yesterday. He goes, I've been through things with like a million landlords. I want in.
He's ready to go. I want in.
I'm going to come with you.
I want in.
I said, let's do it. So me and Don Ellis. So what do I refer to Don as? Like when we walk into this place and she goes, who's this?
You
Do I
say,
say
don't- you say-
my landlord advisor? Or?
Don't look at him.
It doesn't matter what he
Doesn't
says.
matter. Don't look at him.
Look at me.
Look at me up here.
You can't handle the truth. Oh, that's a good one. Anyway, so yeah, she doesn't know what's gonna happen today if I come over there. Like, let's say I have a poor draft, and then I got to stew on it through Lock Shop and Two Guys today.
Yeah.
By the time I get over there to have this landlord showdown, some people refer to it as a steel cage match.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Leg wrestling for the damage deposit. Ellis is referee. You've got an in.
Yeah, we go back and forth, and I look to Don and say, any suggestions on this? Well, I think we're going to have to leg wrestle for it. Agreed. Let's go. I come back to the office disappointed because I lost. Sorry, boys. Zach doesn't know, but he's not going to get paid this month because I tell Zach, hey, your paycheck's over with the old landlady. You got to go get it yourself. Big Maple texts in. It's the Paris Jewelers inbox. That's where you can text us. Be a dud. be a stud. Don't be a dud at Paris Jewelers. Visit their website, www.parisjewelers.com. They are Canadian owned. They are family owned. Great company to do business with. Buy now, do not pay for 1 year. West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, St. Albert's Center. Big Maple says, Dusty, I just got to tell you, I'm very impressed with the fact that you were never wayward from this team. The Blue Jays were never in doubt. The only person who really saw what they could do was you. You're a true inspiration for always believing.
Bang on. Bang on.
I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah. When there was only one set of footprints in the sand for Jays fans, it was you carrying them.
It was me carrying the Jays.
The organization.
The hopes
Yeah.
of the organization. I've always loved management. So that's good. Consigliere. This is my moving consigliere. Is that who's this guy? I'm going to say, I thought he was with you.
Mr. Consigliere.
This is my consigliere.
But his actual name. Don Consigliere.
This is Don. This is Don.
That'd blow her mind, Asian.
That would blow her mind, man.
It's those little things that could get you, just the psychological game.
You
where
need
really-
that advantage, right?
Yeah. Like you should walk
I
in there
think
and just
that's,
kind of, when you look at her, cross your eyes.
I
not cross
can't do cross eyes. Maybe I'll go dressed up as a gentleman. Got the
Bring the
outfits.
pipe.
Bring the.
That's a power play.
Hey, looking at the walls, I see.
As you're looking at things, just give it.
And then, you know what? I'm pretty sure I could blow actual smoke, and there's no alarm systems in that building. Like I would be stunned if
Hernan's already tested.
if an actual alarm system ever came out. Anyway, so shout out to Don. He's going to join us. You've seen Don. He's on the Hangout a couple times. He's with Contemporary Office Interiors. He's hooked us up with a bunch of the office stuff that we have here. So if you want to check that out, I think it's www.coi.ca. He's got a reception desk coming for us. This is going to be pretty cool.
The final piece.
I can't wait to sit behind it and go, do you need anything? That's the main purpose of that, I think. Well, it's not the final piece because we still need a boardroom table.
No, but like kind of, you walk in like that room. That room needs, you got the sign and then you.
I think my office is pretty much ready to go.
The back stuff is for us. Like, but when you walk in here, you got the calyx, you got the sign.
I had another meeting yesterday on the 1970s fold-out table that I have in the office. And so far, it's 2 for 2. It's a very good conversation starter.
And another card game.
The guy sat down yesterday. He goes, man, this reminds me of a table my grandma used to have.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. So we'll see if we get the upgrade there. All right. We got your morning announcements coming up. Edmonton Sports Talk brought to you by our partners over at Play Alberta. Can we get a conch for Vladdy and the Jays yesterday?
Ooh.
Cash in another ticket. I'm just messaging. I put together a big CFL parlay for the game tonight. Trying to lock that in. That'll be up. That'll end up being your early bird bet of the day. We had Vladdy, and it was an insane number. It was plus 240. There's no way it should have been plus 240. It should have been like plus 160, but they hooked us up. Big number yesterday, plus 240. Vladdy 2 hits, Jays to win by 2 or more. That's what we call in the industry a no sweater, everybody.
Yeah. And how? But again, Rocky's getting the first run there, maybe.
I like the way you worked in a and how.
Rockies scored in the first. Jays scored 3 in the third. It was 3-1 Jays until the fifth.
Yeah, and then it just...
and then things got off the rails.
Well, it's funny. We were at Boston Pizza. We'll talk about that in a second. We were at Boston Pizza yesterday for a live oil stream and lock shop patio show. It was a good time. But I was inside paying the tab for some beers that I transferred over from other people's tabs again.
Okay.
Godfather's going to be on tilt when he comes. He could probably come in tomorrow morning for a beverage or two. And he's like, "Oh, you're taking it off the tab again." I was just like, "Well," so I went around. I said, "Everybody who's here, take one of the drinks off their tab, and I'll pay for it."
Very generous of you.
Very generous.
Very generous.
Very generous. That was a good crew there. A little bit of Combine crew there.
Yeah.
Big Uke was there. El Presidente was there.
Did you buy anybody a beer?
The Godfather was there. Husband of Tamara, the wig lady.
No
Box
Tamara?
Pounder came by on it. No, she was working.
Just the husband. Oh.
Yeah.
I love how husband of Tamara the wig lady.
Box Pounder was there on his 60th birthday. Gourd of Thunder. Like, it was a good. We had the whole patio. It was a good time. Then you'll never believe this. So I'm sitting there, and father of Godfather walks into the patio. Walks onto the patio. Troy's dad walks on. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Troy invited his dad to come out, and so we wrap up oil stream. And Troy's like, yeah, my dad's here. I said, yeah, I saw that. I go over, I sit down. I say, hey, man, thanks for coming out. I didn't know Troy told you we were here. He goes, he didn't. It's a coincidence. I said, come on, man. He goes, no. He goes, I come here sometimes. So Troy's dad just randomly showed up at the patio that we were all sitting on for oil stream yesterday. It was insane.
I didn't. It's a coincidence.
Yeah, coincidence. I said, come on, there's no way it's a coincidence. But he's a Northside guy. And yeah. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, it was good. But anyway, so I'm paying the bill for the transferred over drinks.
Yeah.
And I saw Vladdy's first at bat and he didn't get a hit. And I was like, oh, great. Wow. Oh, great. And then I came back here. I had a meeting. And then by the time I checked my phone again, it was like 4 o'clock. And I brought it up. I was like, oh, casharoo. So if you've not yet signed up, sign up for an account. Download the Play Alberta app. But even if you have signed up, if you've not yet used August's code, you're going to want to use that. It is EST Sports. Deposit $20, get a $50 free bet with our partners over at Play Alberta. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio today. They've got the delicious wraps, which are a great little summer snack, and of course the chicken dippers, which are now available as well. We'll get your morning announcements coming up. Should be a high-flying affair in the Canadian Football
I'm looking
League.
forward to your CFL play here for week 10. But yeah, it's kicking off tonight.
A fantasy extravaganza.
This is amazing.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll get fired up for Gemco Fireplaces, an authorized Napoleon product dealer. Can you imagine Napoleon popping into places that aren't authorized and seeing their stuff? What are we doing in here?
By Jove.
God, that'd be interesting. Because I think at this one point you'll be like, Well, I like that our stuff is out at other places, but it's not authorized. So what do you do about it?
The Napoleon brand, you got a really good chance. Like that's a ripping,
High-end popular brand.
ripping mascot costume though. Like you know, like he should be kind of going around and in his pants and everything.
The grill guard or something.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Bus to Labor Day. We're going to discuss that a little bit. Matthew Coller.
Yeah.
He's going to join us. Purple Insider.
Purple Insider. Yeah, you catch him on YouTube.
We're going to hit up
All over the X.
preview the Minnesota Vikings. I was very jealous when you guys got Mark Long when I was gone last week. Jacksonville Jaguar.
I'll confess, I tried for Twentyman, but he was.
You tried to get Tim Twentyman when I wasn't here?
No. What for today?
Oh man, okay.
I would not talk
Yeah, I was
Lions.
like, well,
without
you're
you
gonna talk Lions
in the
without
building? No, not a chance.
Oh,
what
man,
did he say
That
though?
broke my heart.
Kent Tamori will be traveling for the preseason game. So
Next week.
he didn't rule out a future.
This sounds
appearance.
like an early next week thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
I like that.
He's saying, "Come and get me."
Yeah. Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day coming up. I got beef for Acme Meats. Reid Wilkins will join us for his hot takes on the bird draft. I did look at this. Technically, the minimum number of birds that will be drafted this thing is only 8. We're going 19 rounds, but only 8 real birds are required to be drafted.
It's really the open category that's kind of going to take this thing away.
Do you think so?
Everything else, like I think there are.
It's pretty deep in a lot of other areas.
Yeah, but you can pick from those and add to the open. Like
If you get
the free agent list will be stunning.
when we were prepping for this draft last night, it was determined that this is a very deep draft.
Yeah,
again.
you shouldn't have any problems. There shouldn't be any humming and hawing and being like, ugh.
We need 20 different things will be drafted in the open category. A lot of those could be leftovers from the other categories, but I've got 30 things in a standalone open category.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. My list is insanely deep. We'll see where it goes.
Looking forward to it.
You are on the clock first overall.
I am, yes. I made the
Look
decision.
in my eyes right now. Big Bird? Well, you went cross-eyed. I don't know what to do.
The intimidation tactic.
Can I go cross-eyed? Let's see if I can go cross-eyed.
You just
it work?
Undertakered me.
Did it work? Oh, did my eyes go up?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Thought you were dead.
What? I was trying to look down.
No, they went up. They rolled into the back of your head. Now you're just fluttering your eye. Don't do that one again. Don't do that ever again.
Sorry, man.
That was a little looking up into the side and smiling.
I can't. Trev, can you do cross-eyed
provocative.
eyes? I bet you were very good at cross-eyed eyes.
Yeah, of course.
You probably practiced it forever as a child.
Well, it's like
right?
yeah, but like it's just it feels like something. It's like breathing. Everyone should be able to do it. I don't know.
I don't. Maybe I can't burp and I can't do cross. Maybe it's linked.
Some people can't.
Maybe it's linked.
Can you look at your nose?
Show me your cross-eyed?
Well, see,
Two types
like
of
that's what it
cross-eyes,
is.
yeah.
Like you like so you can like follow that and bring it close.
One goes in more than the other.
Maybe it's because of my glasses.
Yeah, you have astigmatism.
I do have astigmatism.
No, that's
I think.
Nice.
Don't all people with glasses have astigmatism or
something like that.
Oh yeah, you're creepy looking. You're a creepy looking guy.
But there's like
all
the
of
cross, and then there's like the down to the nose, right? Like
Yeah,
you can
like,
do both.
Down to like that's like the easy one.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
just-
yeah. That's for the beginning. But the full cross. Yeah.
yeah.
Those people have that like wondering eye, where one eye's like looking at.
He's just doing everything.
Chameleon.
You know, I want to sleep with my eyes open just to creep people out.
That'd be fun.
That would be
You
crazy.
can't. I don't think you can.
No, some people can.
Well, they fall asleep and then they kind of in their sleep they happen to just open them subtly.
You could probably get
No,
drops.
I think there's people who, Trev, I think people can fall asleep with their eyes open.
Okay, well, you're not
like this
those
right now.
people. You can't do that.
Leave me alone, Trev. I'm sleeping.
He's been asleep the whole time.
Jen says she can't go cross-eyed either. See, so maybe it's a level of high intelligence.
I don't know about that.
I don't know, maybe.
I'm very
Trev,
smart,
bring yourself
so it
on.
makes
Show
sense.
people your crazy eyes. We called you old crazy eyes Trev if you didn't have a YouTube handle. Look at this guy. He's a creeper. If you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart, Trevor's just moving his eyes in funny directions. What do we got? Reid Wilkins will join us. I mentioned that. And then kind of easy trivia, 3 questions. Scalding hot takes. I started my hot takes around 1 a.m.
After the summer break,
They
call it the Scalding Hot Takes
summer break.
Summer break. It's cool down a bit.
I feel pretty good about them, but I also, it was the middle of the night, so they might suck. I might look up this morning and go, "What was this? Why did I think this was funny last night?"
It'll be fun.
It'll be a good time.
Maybe I have to do a touch up, that type of thing.
I don't have a tiebreaker take, I've got a spot for one, but I haven't filled it out
I
yet.
never usually come to the battle with a tiebreaker take.
I've been screwed by the tiebreaker before.
I know, but
so.
I think it's I think in the interest of the game, it's fun to kind of have to come up
Like
with
on
one
the
of
spot. Yeah. No, I mean,
it's
that
a
is
challenge
true.
to myself.
Let's get in your morning announcements for 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. You can McCord every morning. Jess Jackson on the way home. And then when you can McCord are gone, I think Jess does mornings.
She's in this morning.
And then I don't know if they have anybody else. Anyway, Jess is on air for 12 hours today, The Bear. Football is back tonight. Ticats, Lions. It's
I could win the week tonight.
well, yeah. Well, you've got two quarterback receiver stacks going tonight.
Or I could even throw in Keandre
Hey,
Smith.
wait a sec. Who are you going to run in your Canadian spot?
Nathan Rourke.
Oh yeah, never mind. I thought who'd you run in your Canadian spot last week? Sean Thomas Erlington.
Keandre Smith.
Oh yeah, okay. I was going to say Keandre Smith should be an every week starter.
I know.
At wide receiver,
But when you have,
Canadian
when
spot.
you have Keon Hatcher and my
an
receivers
insane
are
amount
flush.
of depth,
Keon Hatcher, Eugene Lewis, Tim White,
an incredible amount of depth for this
and
guy.
Tyler Snead if I want, or Stanley Berryhill perhaps.
I love Snead. Anyway, we are with the total in this game, and the early bird bet is a parlay. It's already up. We'll come back around to it during the Play Alberta early bird bet segment around 7:25 today. But the total in this game is sitting at 55.5, which sounds like a ridiculous number, but I'm still smashing the over.
You got to.
Right? I think this is
BC's
definitely
defense sucks.
Yeah.
Like, the Ticats could feast tonight. Lions can put up
Well,
points.
but the Lions are going to score points
yeah,
too.
absolute.
And this is a good spot. This line.
Ooh, I'm looking at your.
Do you see that? She's a juicy one. She's a juicy one. The Lions were, I think, 3.5 point dogs. Now it's moved, and the Lions are inside a field goal, 2.5. And you know why? Because this is what we call in the business a spot play. Ticats last week here having to go home. BC Lions coming off the bye week. Hamilton's won 6 in a row. If they win 7 in a row, it's just the 4th time in franchise history. I think, I mean, maybe they're just a juggernaut. Maybe the BC Lions defense is something that they can't overcome. Like from a Lions perspective, but I think the Lions are a pretty live dog here. So,
And they're out for revenge.
yeah, after what happened last time.
Right?
This is a must-watch TV tonight. If you're a sports fan, Lions Ticats is going to be highly entertaining.
The only thing that could ruin it is a wet track or something. So let's just check the forecast here for the Hammer. 28 degrees
yeah.
today. It's beautiful.
This is a green light.
Let's go.
I would think almost every other time, especially south of the border, but I don't want to compare.
Well, there is preseason action today.
I would usually tell you to take an under on a 55.5, but I just can't do it. I can't do it in this situation. What they combined for last time they played? It was almost 70 points, wasn't it? What
it was a big
it?
hitter as well. 37-33.
70 points. We're getting the number at 55. So I still say we hit the over. Now, with that being said, I have adjusted this total for the parlay that we'll get to around 7:25 today. And then, of course, Bird Draft goes today from 9 to 11. First draft in the new Hangout studio. How does that factor in? Matthew Iwanek to host, Quinn Phillips to commish. What do you think she does for her commissioner's pick?
I was bouncing it around in my head earlier in the week.
I have one thought.
I for some reason, like extinct birds, which, again, I think your head goes to one specific thing. You'd have to maybe do a little research on the spot. But I don't know. And you know what? Quite frankly, I don't care.
I think she might go human that looks like a bird. Adrian Brody. I already looked it up. I looked up last night a few humans that look like birds.
Nicolas Cage kind of looks like a bird.
Man, could you take Nicolas Cage and say a bird cage? Is that too much of a stretch? Glue Guy says he has a human with the bird name
Yeah.
that he doesn't think anybody else will have. and he thinks it might cause a bit of controversy with the commission.
Look, she's going to be earning her paycheck today because I forecast a lot of controversy.
You think so?
Well, in terms of like tie-ins to birds and everything, like who's to say a person looks like a bird? You could pick anybody.
Well, I think at that point,
you have
just
a justification.
I think at that one, she would just have to allow anybody to get picked if that's where she goes.
Yeah.
There's a couple other ones last night that looked. I think Kramer from Seinfeld looks a little bit like.
But like Jay Milne, for example, his name is Jay.
Oh yeah,
like he
I didn't even think of people named
theoretically
Jay.
he could draft himself if he wants. I mean, athletes.
Would his name not have to be Blue Jay Milne though?
Mario Lemieux was a penguin. Some would say the greatest penguin ever.
Oh man, now we're really stretching.
Do you just fill your open category with athletes from like Jalen Hurts?
He's an Eagle. Oh, I mean, I don't think you're going to win doing that. I don't even have any of those guys on my list. But I'm curious on who Jay's human is that could be controversial. We
talked about it yesterday. I was going to take Griffin Reinhardt.
Because of a griffin. But is a griffin a bird? That's more like a huge bat.
Well, it's a mythological creature.
But
That's like Joaquin Phoenix, like Phoenix.
Phoenix,
yeah.
The movie Flight of the Phoenix. I was thinking of taking that.
The Mummy.
Trev, what do you think she's going to do for commissioner's pick?
I was thinking about this quite a bit, and all my ideas were trash. But I like the human that looks like a bird. I think that's great. I think that's funny.
I think that would kind of be funny.
It would be. There's a lot of bird-looking humans out there. Nicolas Cage.
780-218-9999. Over on the chat. I broke my leg over the weekend. I need a conch. Stan, the Jets fan. Oh, man. Sorry, Stan, the Jets fan. And I
know why I find that funny. I mean, I sorry about that. It's just the way you delivered that just out of the blue. Hey, guys, broke my leg. Can I get a conch?
Hey, you can message us anytime. I broke my leg. Stan, the Jets fan.
I hope you're doing well.
I forgot 2 things to put on the list. There we go.
Oh, the last minute. Okay.
Yeah. What are you looking at my... I knew you were going to steal my list. Thank God we got this bigger desk now. All right, we've got the sports update coming up. On the other side, we're going to get fired up for Gemco, authorized dealer of Napoleon products. And we've got a bus to Labor Day. Won't you come with us? We'll get into that a little bit as we work our way through the hour. We'll preview the Minnesota Vikings upcoming season with Matthew Coller just after 7 o'clock. Play Alberta Early Bird. It's a 4-legger CFL parlay for the game tonight. I got beef. What do you have beef with? And then Reid Wilkins, who seemingly always has beef. Reid's going to join us around 7:45.
It's a good guest to have.
It's a nice back-to-back. It's definitely a nice back-to-back. There's the update with LT.
How about those Edmonton Riverhawks? Where do they get selected in the draft later today?
They're high on my list. A local current buzz.
I would suggest they capped the regular season last night as second-half champions, defeating the Harbor Cats 7-2, which means the Hawks now clinch the second seed in the postseason. They'll visit Victoria for Game 1 tomorrow, hosting Game 2 Saturday, and if necessary, a Game 3 Sunday down at Remax. Blue Jays hammering the Rockies 20-1 yesterday afternoon. They complete the series sweep on a 45-6 aggregate score. They also had 63 hits. That's the most in a 3-game set since 1900. Jays had the day off. They'll visit the Dodgers tomorrow to begin a 3-game series. Over to tennis. Canadian teenager Victoria Mboko rallying past 9th-ranked Alina Rybakina 1-6, 7-5, 7-6. She advances to the finals of the National Bank Open from Montreal. That final will go later today at 4 against Japan's Naomi Osaka. Sean East II becoming just the 3rd player in CEBL history to record 500 points in a season. Stingers would outscore the Rattlers 10-3 in target score time on way to a 194 road win. Stingers now 2 games back of Calgary for second in that opening round playoff bye. The team back home to round out the regular season against Niagara tomorrow in Winnipeg on Sunday. Canadian Taylor Pendrith will tee off at 7:10 this morning as opening round action to the FedEx St. Jude Championship will get underway. And Week 10 of the CFL kicking off tonight. What do you got there?
That's some last minute prep. Mind your own beeswax.
BC Lions visiting the Hamilton Tiger Cats. That's Thursday or tonight, 5:30 across the TSN network. Elks back in action tomorrow when they visit Montreal. More of the Nielson Show, Hour 1 coming up next here on Edmonton Sports Talk, presented by Play Alberta.
The Nasty Bash was awesome, so let's remember it with this song. The EST on Corey B, tattoos still looking strong. 6:30 wasn't working, so old Smash Smash said so long. AM Nasty C and Frazier yelling, turn your headlights on. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone poured me birdie booze on a shot ski. Now you know Reid Wilkins was a mystery. X-Ray J's pants got a little pissy. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. 6 o'clockers right and left. Let me pour it on your head. Moment we won't soon forget. Hey Norm, Fergie's backpacks let us in. Made the last table again. Rode it out till 2 a.m. Oh Lord. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me birdie booze on a shot ski.
6:38. One more sleep until Nasty Bash 3. That's going down at the St. Albert Rugby Club tomorrow night. Fergie, we're coming in hot. The Reid Wilkins show will be live from there for their show. We'll have the Green and Gold kickoff show jammed in there as well. And then a Green and Gold post-game show after an Elks game, which we will have on at the Nasty Bash. Which
wild.
Is, I'm pretty sure was it last year or the year before we watched a Stampeders game at the Nasty Bash.
We did, yes.
Was it Stampeders Red Blacks?
You're correct
I think
there.
it was Stampeders
yeah,
Red
coloring.
Blacks.
Yeah.
This will be much better. We
Man,
can
if
actually mostly get involved in
They
this
get a
game.
dub in old Montreal, hey, on a Friday night at a Nasty Bash. And
Oh, man. Yeah, excellent time. Back to St. Pierre's Pub. Yeah, that's a fun
get this
little
man
place.
a pickle.
Oh, God, yeah, at
Or Gibby's.
Gibby's.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
Gibby's. If you want to, I mean, most of you probably already know. You already know that you're in, but if you're waking up this morning, you're like, I got nothing going on tomorrow night. I'd like to hang out with a bunch of nasties. Email nastybash@edmontonsportstalk.com. And Matty Wanek probably won't deny you a spot on the list.
Not
but
at this point.
We'll see what type of mood he's in today.
That's, yeah.
We're going to get fired up for Gemco, but lots of suggestions rolling in. I see Terry M says, hey guys, any update on the former premises? Do you guys get damage deposit back? We're going today with my moving consigliere.
Yeah. Which somebody suggests he just holds a pair of pliers in his hand.
Oh, I don't mind that.
Just another power play. Yeah.
Like these can either be for your teeth or to help fix the walls a little bit. We'll see how that goes down today. We'll have a full update tomorrow on the show. And a lot of people texting in today. So look at Nacho Man, Fraser Crane, right? Somebody in the chat said Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Right? Gosling's a baby goose.
Sure.
Whoa! I just thought of another person.
Okay.
I just keep these things just keep hitting me here.
Is it Larry Bird?
No, that's where I wanted to go. So Atif in the chat is like, "Hey guys, is Tweety Bird going to be selected?
Oh, wow.
What about Larry Bird?
Steve, slow down here. I need to fill up the rest
Atif,
of my.
give us a second while we write down Larry Bird as possible human with a bird name.
Didn't have that down there.
Man, Atif, you nailed it again, my man. We'll see you on Friday night. All right, let's get fired up for Gemco, an authorized Napoleon product dealer. And if the crew from Gemco goes somewhere else and sees Napoleon products, it's a full-blown Anchorman backyard brawl type of situation, I think. That's how it would be for me. Gemco Fireplaces, proudly serving Edmonton area for 45 years. And they are, once again, in capitals, the authorized dealer for Napoleon Fireplaces. Whether it's gas or wood burning, look no further than Canadian-made Napoleon Fireplaces. All the Napoleon products you need. You know where they're available? They're available at Gemco. That's 9281 50th Street. They've got some grills in there as well. I know we sent some guys there for some grills a few months back. But yeah, check them out. Gemco, 9281 50th Street. You're looking for Napoleon products? That's why you got to listen to the show. And then, you're having a barbecue with one of your neighbors and they're like, man, I've been looking for some Napoleon products. Ding. And then you go, wait, go to Gemco. That's the best place to do it. So yeah, go visit the crew over at Gemco, 9281 50th Street. I'm a little fired now.
Read off the report.
Yes, that's the plan here.
Just read the names.
Like you sit here and you go, oh, the Montreal Alouettes, they're a better team than the Edmonton Elks, and there's probably no way Edmonton can win. And I know they only have one win, but let me just give you the injury reports for this game. Okay, and that alone. And I know yesterday Sean Campbell was on, and I thought you brought it up too. Injuries are an excuse why teams lose games.
It's a reason.
Yeah, a reason.
The two words can
I think
have
you can use the reason as an excuse if you wish.
Sure.
Right? So this is the Edmonton Elks injury report right now. Clements, who doesn't even really do anything anyway, is questionable. And then Metier is listed as doubtful. Okay? That's it. Royce Metier, their starting safety, listed as doubtful. Here's the Montreal Alouettes.
And he's been out of the lineup for the past, it's not like they're just losing him now. So they have been playing decent football. And
here's the Alouettes right now. KB and Ento, who has the team high 3 interceptions this year. Starting cornerback, Grey Cup champion, out. Tyson Philpott, out. Their key returner, and I've done the last 2 Alouettes games. They don't have a return game without this guy.
Campbell.
James Letcher Jr., out.
First thing you brought up yesterday.
Yeah,
that was where
they had nothing.
Yeah,
there's no Trey Vavel waiting to burst out there. That's a great CFL. Like nobody will get that, but you got it. I mean,
Vavel.
Yeah. I thought so. Quick story on that guy.
Yeah,
I watched some of his returns and stuff from college, and it looked like they're saying Vavul. So for the first game, I was like, Trey Vavul takes it. And then somebody's like, no, it's just Vavel. I said, well, that seems very simple. It's just how it looks. Anyway, James Letcher Jr., great returner, one of the best in the league. He's out. Austin Mack, legitimate wide receiver threat. He's out. Marc-Antoine Dequoy, one of the best safeties in the league. He's out. Justin Lawrence, who was on the Reid Wilkins show earlier this week. He is out. Deontay Ruffin is out. And, of course, their starting quarterback, Davis Alexander, is on the 6th game. He's not available.
Yeah, Dequoy and Lawrence, too, Canadian passports, one being a center, one being like the quarterback of that defense back there. Like I know it's a next man up type of sport, but tough to replace, both on a roster-wise and just who they are.
Well, with Dequoy and Ento, they're missing their 2 best players in the secondary. Yeah. Right? So, I mean, based on injuries alone, I think fans of the Double E should be pretty fired up that a win could be there for the taking against MBT.
And adding to that, Cody Fajardo will be fired up as well.
Yes,
to go against that secondary, and the fact that he's returning to Montreal. So I think, there's a lot of things aligning. They need to go out and do the deed, but
I think it's time to get fired up for a dub.
Yeah, you have to. This is the Alouettes are ripe for they're ripe to be plucked. The bird, because they are.
Somebody said, I'll be watching this game like a hawk. Allez gagner. That means go get a win.
I like
en français.
We'll be chanting that at the at the Sarfk.
Allez gagner. Allez gagner. Allez gagner. So we'll see, in the CFL, from this list of guys that we've laid out for you, maybe somebody steps up, gets an opportunity, and all of a sudden is a star in the league moving forward. That's how a lot of these guys get chances.
Sure, yeah.
But I've watched the Alouettes quite a bit as of late.
Well,
and
when you have that many injuries, I mean, look what happened to Ottawa during the opening part of the set. They were banged up as well.
And they got hit hard.
Especially, and you just can't overcome that much.
At least the Elks have sucked with a healthy roster for the most part.
Yeah, to a man. Yeah.
You know, guys, at least we're doing it all together.
No excuses.
No excuses on an injury front for this team. But where are they sitting at right now? Whoa, this line has moved as well. This was yesterday morning. This line was 4. The Elks +4 on the road.
Oh.
By the time we did Lock Shop yesterday, it was 3. Now it's 2.5. The Edmonton Elks are +111 dog on the road for tomorrow night.
Oh, you didn't know? You better call somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight, D-Generation X proudly brings to you its 6th-time WWE Tag Team Champions of the World! The Road Dogg, Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws!
I love when he does that.
New Age Outlaws going looking for a dub.
This is
tomorrow
going to be
night.
a pick'em.
By the time you think it's done? Well, if people keep looking at the injury reports and going, oh, yeah, the Alouettes are 1-3
Wouldn't that
with
be
McLeod
something,
Bethel
though?
Thompson
Yeah.
at quarterback. And they don't necessarily run the ball overly effective.
Oh, no.
And they're missing 2 of their starting 5 receivers. And MBT is like ignoring Charleston Rambo. Didn't have a single target last week. This is why it's a big Tyler Snead game. This is why I think you should start Tyler Snead.
There's nobody else.
Exactly. And no disrespect to Cole Speaker.
No, he's also can be a fantasy darling from time to time, but
Look, so right now the Elks are +111. However, if you are one of our partners who roll with us at Play Alberta, Jay yesterday, the line was +145. Now it's +111. Jay got it boosted yesterday from +145 to +160. So instead of just going to, I'm going to go bet on the CFL today. And click on CFL. Oh, look at this. The Elks +111. Don't play the +111. Click on the EST specials. You get the same bet at +160. That's what we're talking about. So you got to be fired up for this. I think a minor upset could be brewing, or we'll just be wallowing in some beverages at the St. Albert Rugby Club, being like, how did they lose?
But you're right.
MVT.
Let's just, if it is a loss, there's no way this Alouettes team is like running over. Like this is, it would be again snatching defeat from the hands of victory in some form or fashion. That's how this game goes, right? Like
the Quan Ento are huge losses on the defense.
It's just they're not. And I know, if you want to go on the opposite side, like they got spanked at home last week. They got a great kicker. I mean, there's a few things going for them, but you can't have much confidence with MBT leading that team right now, and the amount of injuries and just the way they look. There's no spunk. There's no energy there. Just don't get it. And Moss will be yelling, like he will just be.
If you would have got on the Elks earlier in the week at +4, I think it's safe to say that in the CFL betting at Play Alberta, the early bird gets the worm. Trev, don't shake your head at me. This is bird draft day. I'll tell you right now, the text of the day today is probably going to be a bird-related pun.
Yeah.
All right. Somebody said, I'll be watching this game as the crow flies, which I don't know if that really works.
It doesn't really work. You can say it. Yeah.
He said, no, never mind. He said, Ride the Pine said, I think they'll get there.
The second
flies.
bird gets the cheese.
Isn't the second mouse gets the cheese? But you got, that's true. Yeah. Anyway.
I mean, I would sure hope our hot takes are avian related here.
Oh, you know what, actually?
In the spirit of the whole thing.
I don't have any bird takes.
Interesting.
But in a roundabout way, I have 5 bird takes.
What is your game? What are you playing?
What is my game?
That doesn't make sense. Make that make sense to me.
Well, I guess you'll have to wait until 8:30 to see, my man.
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with birds, but it does.
Bingo.
That's a twister.
Trev, congratulations. You figured it out.
What do you mean, bingo?
All right, look, if you think this show is fun, how about being on a bus? Right? Being on a bus is a good time.
And not just a city bus.
No,
We're talking
bus.
a
coach bus.
the Canadian Club coach.
We teamed up
Make an
with
AI song for this one. I think.
you know what?
And we'll play it on a loop the whole way down.
You know what? We should.
We're on the bus.
The
It's
Canadian Club bus. And we're going past Ponoka and Red Deer.
Yeah,
and some golf courses along the way.
Sure.
To get down to Calgary.
It's like the I've been everywhere type of but on a constant loop.
The whole
And
time.
on the
That's
way
it.
home.
After the game. Win or lose. Win or lose. You can listen to our AI Canadian Club Double E Labor Day bus song. The Elks are there. Now, I don't know who's coming by today. Probably just a member of their social media team. They just want to shoot some video to promote the Labor Day bus. So, yes, we would love to have you join us on the Labor Day bus. We're throwing it back. Nobody's doing the buses anymore for road trips, but we are. And we want you to join us.
Especially invading Calgary. I mean,
Exactly.
that's just, hey, come on.
It's not like you're going to Vancouver and the bus has to park a long ways away and then you're just walking down streets. The bus is going to be rolling in and then you'll be straight into the tailgate. We're going to get you down there 2 hours before the tailgate. 2 hours before the game, which will give you tons of time to invade the Calgary tailgate. You go to edmontonsportstalk.com, click on Labor Day Bus. That will take you over to a page at goelks.com where you can get your spot on the Canadian Club Edmonton Sports Talk Labor Day Bus. No need to worry about getting yourself down to Calgary and back.
It's outstanding value.
Here's what you're gonna get. It's $150. If you use the code EST Labor Day, you'll get it for $125. So you'll save $25, and it's a steal of a deal at $125. You get a ticket to the game. You get the transportation to and from Calgary on a coach bus, 2 Canadian Club beverages on the way to the game, and then the post-game pizza on the bus on the way back. We'll get you back to Edmonton. You'll be in at work on Tuesday, and everybody will be like, where were you yesterday? Did you go anywhere on a bus yesterday?
We can't guarantee you'll be showing up to work Tuesday.
That's on you. That's on them. They have to be responsible.
You have to.
We will deliver you back to Edmonton safely.
Yes, then you.
Whether you go to work on Tuesday or not, that's up to you. The bus will leave at 10 a.m. from Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium. Arrive in Red Deer at Gasoline Alley at high noon.
High noon.
So if you want to have a showdown against a rival in Red Deer, it's going to time out well. Then you'll leave Red Deer at 12:30. So a nice little 30 minutes in Red Deer.
Well, even the 10 o'clock departure, that's
it's a
very
nice
decent.
time,
Kickoff at 4. I mean, go on.
You'll arrive at McMahon at 2 p.m. 2 hours of pre-gaming in the tailgate. Kickoff at 4. Game finishes. You leave around 7. Post-game pizza on the bus. You're back at Play Alberta Field at Commonwealth Stadium at 10 p.m. You're home. You're in the wrapper by 10:45, depending on where you live.
It's a 12-hour shift.
It's a great day.
Easy.
That's a great day. I will be waiting for you in Calgary, and I will hopefully plan it out timing wise that I will be there to greet everyone as they come off the bus. I'm gonna shake their hand like this, and I'm gonna say thank you for riding the bus. Welcome to Calgary. That's what I'm gonna say.
And you can catcall Tommy as he's doing his trip around
There's
the
a
track.
handsome man there.
Yeah.
Tom Gazzola.
We whistling at him.
So it should be. Look, it's going to be an awesome time. We'd love for you to come, and hopefully it's the beginning of a great Labor Day tradition. Let's bring it back. And I mean, we'll see where these two teams are at. Edmonton's got 3 games against the West or against the East before this tilt. But as we've seen, and you know what's so funny? McLeod Bethel Thompson, his last 3 victories as a starting quarterback, have been against the Calgary Stampeders. It doesn't tie into this right now, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to point out that last year against Calgary, in one of the 2 games, I think it was the rematch, he threw for like 428 yards, a career high. So no matter how, I guess what we're saying is, no matter how much these 2 teams are separated in the standings, come Labor Day, it's on. It's so on.
You throw the form and the record out the window when it comes to rivalries at that stage.
Yeah.
The Labor Day weekend and even the rematches, it can be different sauce. Things can go a little haywire. But I mean, if they can make some hay here in the next 3 weeks,
Win 2 of the next 3?
sure. Then you're coming in there on the ascendancy a bit. And we'll see what happens with the Stamps too, right? Like, just checking their schedule here.
Yeah, who do they have before this game? They got Winnipeg this week.
Yeah, at home to the Bombers Saturday. They host the Riders,
Oh, man, that's a big game.
and then they'll have a bye somewhere in there as well.
Okay.
After this week, they have a bye.
After, and then so they have a bye going into Labor Day?
Nope, they'll host the Riders going in. They'll have
Oh,
a bye
okay.
after
Okay,
week 10.
after-
So the
after
week
this
11
week.
bye, yeah.
All right. Do you have any stamps on your fantasy team? I don't have any.
No, I got Bagleton on the IR.
Oh, jinx!
Well, that's what you told me.
Personal jinx.
And I was like, oh, he's broken both of his legs. I don't think he's coming back
Yeah.
anytime soon.
Oh, yeah, I told you to pick
I
him
thought
up,
it was
didn't
kind
I?
of
Who did you drop to pick him up?
nothing in
I thought your brother scooped that guy up right away. Was it Katoy?
something like that.
That doesn't
It hasn't hurt me.
Yeah. Well,
He
not when you're
can
in
sit on
first.
the IR. I don't care. That's fine.
I also have him on the IR, and I'm in first at 7-2.
Until I need that spot.
And I barely had any of Sam Emelis. He's been hit and miss. Nacho Man is saying, "Can I be Tommy's wingman?" Hey, there can be only one. So maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's Fergie's prostate tomorrow night at the St. Alberta Rugby Club.
Trev, you're coming on the bus?
I'll be on the bus.
You're gonna be on the bus. Zach's gonna be on the bus. It's gonna be Jay and Maddie are gonna be on
Trev
the bus.
and I will be on the bus, and we'll be doing the show Tuesday morning. So there's really no excuse
baby.
for anybody else, right? Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Ah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's true. Yeah, these guys gonna be. I'm not gonna be on the
I
air.
don't give a damn. Like,
Yeah.
we'll be.
Yeah, I'm coming back that night, not on the bus. Maybe I'll drive in front of the bus like an escort. I'll just flash my lights the whole
You
way
could
back.
put a light on your dash.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
Yeah. That wouldn't confuse anybody.
No.
But then the next day is the first day of school,
Yeah.
and I don't like to work on the first day of school because I like to take the kids to school.
The Tuesday,
The Tuesday is the first day of school.
the second.
Yeah,
I'm
and
actually
then on the
I'm on holidays.
Oh, wait, are you not in on the Tuesday?
Yeah.
That's great.
So anyway, everybody go to work, but I won't be in and Trev won't be in.
It'll just be me here. We'll do something.
I'm so sorry.
That's a tough one. Oh, well. Anyway, first day of school on Tuesday and nothing else of significance happening the rest of the week. All right, we're going to preview the Vikings coming up. Matthew Coller, Purple Insider, the Vikings. We're going to dive into a quarterback who's been waiting for this opportunity. He's about to get it.
He's been meditating on it.
Is he a meditator?
He was in Michigan. Was he doing the meditate? He's sitting in the end zone under the
Like a young Dan Blackburn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to meditate before games.
Whatever gets you there.
Throwback
eh?
there, I guess. We'll have your Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day. I got beef for Acme Meats. That's coming up just after 7:30. And then Reid Wilkins is going to join us as well. We'll get his honest opinion on the bird draft and how desperately he wants in. We'll go there next. Let's get to a sports update right now for Chelsea. Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton. We are going to Mexico. February 22nd, we take off. We come back on March 1st. It's going to be an absolutely incredible time. Patio show yesterday. A few of the boys were discussing the trip. Combine crew, I guess, just ordered a bunch of shorts with 5-inch inseams, and they're pretty tight on the boys. So that's going to be fun. But there's like 2 spots left in this trip. And if you're to go to book it now on your own, it's much higher priced than what we have it locked in at, which is just under $2,500. So it's a great deal. There's only a couple of spots left. You're going to want to give Chelsea a call. It's going to be a good time. Rick's got the number with the update. We'll preview the Minnesota Vikings on the other side.
The Edmonton Riverhawks capping the regular season as second-half champions last night, defeating the Harbor Cats 7-2. Hawks now clinch the second seed in the postseason. They will visit Victoria. Game 1 goes tomorrow. Edmonton will then host Game 2 Saturday, and if necessary, a Game 3 Sunday from Remax. Jays hammering the Rockies 20-1 yesterday afternoon. They take the 3-game sweep by an aggregate score of 45-6. They have the day off and will visit the Dodgers for a 3-game series beginning tomorrow. Canadian teenager Victoria Mboko rallying past 9th-ranked Kazakhstani Alina Rybakina 1-6, 7-5, 7-6 as she advances to the finals of the National Bank Open for Montreal. The final will go later today at 4 against Japan's Naomi Osaka. Sean East II becomes just the 3rd player in CEBL history to hit 500 points in a season, as the Stingers would win on the road 194 against the Rattlers. Stingers now 2 games back of Calgary for second and an opening round playoff bye. The team will return home to round out the regular season, hosting Niagara tomorrow and Winnipeg on Sunday. Taylor Pendrith, the Canadian, minutes away from teeing off this morning as opening round action from the FedEx St. Jude Championship gets underway. And Week 10 in the CFL also getting underway tonight from the Hammer. The 6-2 Tiger Cats hosting the 3-5 BC Lions, 5:30 across the TSN network. Whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834.
What say you? Hey, nasty crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. And there's nothing we can do about it. What say you? Hey, nasty crew. My wife thinks I got better things to do, but there's nothing I can do about it. We're tuning in, we're listening online. We catch up with the podcast when we fall behind. We're texting in the nasty chat, what's on our mind. 780-218-9999. No more interference from corporate interest. Just Tati and Eric and all of the bad cats like Brzezinski and Noodles. Gadget can gauge it. Maybe just bump out a cool band to make a little wager. We can't wait for the Monday mandate. Shaggy's always on time. Tommy's always late.
Would you like a cup of tea?
Forget about the old place. Hey, we were number 1 in the text race. We don't miss all the commercial breaks, but we sure miss Nickelback today. We wanna hear some hot takes and we wanna hear Renee. Wanna hold the neck up when I wanna kiss away. Beat up the tire fire and remember that name. We love every goal song, but what about the Canes? Macramel, wrapup, Dragger, Engineer. It ain't Christmas season, but they sound like reindeer. Button and my cousin and the tales of the North. All about them even person, does he go forth? What say you? AM Nasty Crew. We got the Nielson Show flu. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it. And there's nothing we can do about it.
All right, it's 7:04 on a rainy morning. I don't know if it's let up yet. Man, was it pouring this morning, though?
Yeah, and wife had a nightmare at 2 a.m. She woke me up to tell me about it, which, I mean, that was great. And then you could
Wake
hear
up,
it.
I had a nightmare.
Well, yeah, but you could hear it coming down. And it was doing that until like 5 o'clock.
I was downstairs prepping until like 1:30 for this damn bird draft. And then I was like, I'm not going to go upstairs and wake Tammy up, getting into bed and being all loud. So I just...
I'm done prepping for the bird draft.
Tam, wake up! Wake up!
You'll never believe it.
I got them all. We'll see where it goes. So I just crashed downstairs last night. And so it was quiet in the basement. I go upstairs in the morning to grab some clothes and stuff in our bedroom. And I walk in and she had the window open. And it was just, I don't know how she was asleep, man. Like it was just pouring.
Yeah.
Heavily and loudly. It was... Yeah.
Couldn't get in the steps today. Had to drive.
Well,
you saw the Sebring, hey? You must.
I saw it when you rolled in. I said, wow,
Perplexed.
that's how bad it's raining
That's
right now.
a good barometer, yeah.
I drove by a place I usually drive past, and sometimes when it rains, it'll start to puddle up.
Yeah.
The entire road was covered in a puddle. If there
you
was a
know
bridge
you're in
there,
London.
I could have got stuck underneath it. Edmonton Sports Sock brought to you by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can simply have it all, eh? Why not? Especially if you're riding with us on the early bird bet this week. 2 for 2. Cha-ching. Play Alberta. It's your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, lottery, all in one place with easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your old little fingertips. Download Play Alberta now. Start playing today. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio today, where they are introducing this summer their chicken dippers, featuring crispy strips of chicken paired with their newest creation, Popeye's signature sauce, a creamy pepper dipping sauce that packs a kick of heat, a hint of sweet, and our signature Cajun spices. Does that not sound terrific?
The heat and sweet.
Yeah. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Check them out, www.parisjewelers.com. You're looking for something for somebody you love. Find it at Paris Jewelers. Where was Miranda text in this morning? Says, good morning, guys. I live in Calgary, but you've got me half convinced to drive to Edmonton just to take the bus to the game in Calgary. I mean, probably not.
Yeah.
But I might bring the grandson to his first CFL game. What's the tailgate situation like? Miranda, the tailgate's awesome. Tailgates. I'm like, my directions around Calgary are a little bit off, but I think the tailgate on the east side of the stadium is a larger sort of one lot where they do it. On the other side, people are tailgating at their vehicles on the west side. But it's maybe it's south and north.
I'll do a loop.
But it's a good time. It's a really good time. I think you'll like it. I think Calgary actually had a pretty good tailgate going before Edmonton's tailgate. I think Edmonton's tailgate has surpassed it recently.
Fair to say.
But it's still a really good time. Now, I only ever see the tailgate about 2 hours before because I'm going in to, get ready to call the game.
That's
and stuff,
it's
a good time.
Flies in the tailgate, man.
Yeah. Anyway, week 10 in the Canadian Football League begins tonight. Ticats and Lions. We'll come back around to that here with the Play Alberta Early Bird Bet. But, teams are ramping up south of the... Which teams have you hit so far? I've been gone so much.
Jacksonville.
We've gone
Jacksonville.
We're going to do
Pittsburgh.
Cincinnati tomorrow.
Yeah, we've gone to Baltimore. We've gone to... where else here? Yeah, Cincinnati tomorrow.
Hopefully Detroit next week.
We will be getting Detroit.
We got to hit this whole division.
We'll be going Chicago. We went Philly. So yeah, not. I mean, again, early days.
We'll get to most of them. Yeah, we'll get to them. We'll get to all of them by the time.
It's those West Coast ones that are always the hardest.
Yeah, it's early. We're early. It's tough. All right, but we're going to take a look at the Minnesota Vikings today. Matthew Coller joins us. Purple Insiders. Let's find out everywhere where you can find his work. Let's connect. Trevor, good to go. Matthew, good morning, man. How you doing? Thanks for the time.
I'm doing great. How about you guys?
Hey, man, we're doing terrific. Excited for another season of NFL football. Let's just start there. Where can they find your work, man? Where can people track you down?
Well, Purple Insider, the YouTube is growing now, guys. I hope you're on the train, the video train, but
yes.
do that. But purpleinsider.com kind of has a little bit of everything. Your latest McLeod Bethel Thompson coverage is over there of former Minnesota Viking. Is he still there? Is he still in Edmonton?
No, MBT is actually now in Montreal, who Edmonton plays this week in a revenge-style game.
Oh, revenge game. Once upon a time, McLeod Bethel Thompson was like a big, hey, is this the next great Viking quarterback? The guy has kind of a cannon.
Yeah,
so,
he's got zip. He's got zip on the ball. Yeah, he's it's funny. I was chatting with him last week, and we were talking about his journey because he's played everywhere.
Yeah.
Like he's been all over the place. What a great drop on the MBT stuff. That's terrific. And also good job on the YouTube stuff, because that's what we do here at Edmonton Sports Talk. We stream live on TuneIn and iHeart for 24 hours there, or 12 hours a day, and then we're live on YouTube as well right now. So it's 2025, right? If you're cruising on YouTube, I think you're doing okay. So that's good that people can find your information over there. We got to start with quarterbacks. Let's transition from MBT to the guy that you guys have right now, and JJ McCarthy. Obviously, have been waiting to see him in game action. How has he looked so far, and what type of expectations do you have for a quarterback who's taken over for a pretty good team this year?
Yeah, so it is a very unique situation. I mean, I can't think of another team ever in NFL history that won 14 games and then changed its quarterback. But, there's a reason they did that, because they believed in J.J. McCarthy's talent, but they also believed in what he showed them off the field in his recovery and last year in training camp. And I think so far, there has been exactly the types of ups and downs and bumps in the road in practice that I would have expected from the first couple weeks of practice. I mean, it's way different to sit in a classroom and learn Kevin O'Connell's offense than it is to actually go run it. And also, Justin Jefferson has been sidelined. It's not a serious injury that's going to keep him out for the season, but he has been out of practice, which I think has maybe hurt J.J. McCarthy a little bit. But I haven't seen anything that has made me think, oh, no, they messed up this decision, bring back Sam Darnold. I mean, McCarthy has a lot of talent, and what you see on a daily basis is some really great throws, some outstanding sequences, some outstanding periods of practice, and then you'll see him try to make a play that in college you can make, and in the NFL you can't, and throw an interception like he did yesterday at practice. Or, this is still a kid that only threw 700 college passes.
Yeah.
And I think one of the issues is just the touch on the football is not there when you had to miss an entire year after having a college career where you didn't throw that many passes. But you can see it starting to come together, right? Like the bad practices, there's never two in a row with J.J. McCarthy, which I think they love. and he has a magnetism as a leader that is very obvious to see. And it's going to be really interesting on Saturday to see how much they have him do in the preseason game. He's going to start, but I think that'll be kind of a sign of how far have you come along. I mean, as of right now, it's all looked just about how I thought it would look with some ups and downs, but I really want to see him get in an actual game action. And I, of course, really want to see when Justin Jefferson comes back, because it was last year when Sam Darnold, around this time, around after the first preseason game, he started to turn a corner in practice where every day he was hitting big plays to Justin Jefferson. And we started to think, like, am I taking crazy pills? Could this really happen? And, and then it did. So we haven't seen a quarterback that I've thought, wow, here comes the Super Bowl. But I also haven't thought, well, you guys should have regrets. I think we need to see the entire sample size of this offseason to have a really good sense of where he's going to be.
Matthew, what about the O-line here? Is it going to be like them making McCarthy look good, him making them look good? A little bit of rebuilding taking place there. What are your thoughts on that position?
Yeah, it's been kind of one of the issues with McCarthy is that he's been playing without Christian Darrisaw, their superstar left tackle, and the drop-off from the superstar to the next best guy is pretty enormous when in practice they're going up against one of the best edge rushers in the league in Jonathan Grenard. And so there's been a lot of pressure on a play-to-play basis from just the defense. And, of course, they loaded up this defense, too, in the offseason where they made two of the biggest signings on the defensive line. And, and then you got, your left tackle is out in practice. And so I think that some of those injuries have kind of distorted what we're seeing a little bit on the sideline. But from the perspective of rebuilding the line, they drafted Donovan Jackson in the first round. And what I've seen from him is tremendous run blocking and a lot to learn in pass blocking, which again is not the greatest for J.J. McCarthy, but this team has been so inept running the football. Now we're actually seeing an offensive line that can move the defensive line. And it's almost like you give away a little bit of Sam Darnold's experience and arm talent, but you bring in, a right guard in Will Fries for $18 million a year, and you draft a first rounder, and then all of a sudden, the run game looks like it's coming together. So, I think the line is going to push people around. It's actually going to kind of bully people. Is it going to be the best line we've ever seen in terms of pass protection? That I'm not fully convinced yet until we see Christian Darrisaw back to 100%.
You mentioned the run game in there briefly, so let's just go there. How heavily is Jordan Mason going to be involved to give Aaron Jones a little bit more rest here and there?
I've used the words beast mode a couple times watching Jordan Mason, and that's another one where I'm watching going like, am I really seeing a man this big run this fast? I'm a little surprised that San Francisco didn't find a way to keep Jordan Mason. I know they got salary cap issues and they have Christian McCaffrey, but he averaged 5 yards a carry last year for a reason. And he's come into training camp and looked absolutely tremendous. Now, I don't think that means they're going to bench Aaron Jones, but I think it's going to be much more of a duo. If you remember when Aaron Jones was in Green Bay, he would split time a lot of times with A.J. Dillon. I think it's going to be the same sort of thunder and lightning type of thing because Kevin O'Connell told us at the owners' meetings earlier this year, right after they traded for Jordan Mason, he said, the best version of Aaron Jones was probably when he was running the ball, less. But you're getting all of, Aaron Jones. He's not getting banged up. And he's not a big guy. Like running him 255 times in a year was too much for last year. And that's why I think, this running game could be really tremendous because of what I've seen from Mason. But then also you get a better version of Aaron Jones as well. But for fantasy players, those people's heads are spinning with this because, Aaron Jones catches more passes, but Mason, if he's really, really good, he might end up with the majority of the carries. I just think that overall they're going to go from one of the worst run games in the league to at least above average and maybe be around the top 10 run game.
I appreciate you knowing that I was asking that question for fantasy purposes.
He can hear you thinking about it. Yeah.
I didn't want to make it look so blatant where I was just like, tell me which running back I should focus on, based on their current average draft position. So that's good. This next question, I mean, it's a little fantasy-ish as well, but also a big storyline, I think, for the team to start the year. This Jordan Addison suspension. What's the depth like at the position? Obviously, they've got a complete stud, but without him to start the year for a few games, how does it trickle down from there?
Yeah, I think that we're still seeing that in practice play out for who is going to take over that role. They signed Rondale Moore in the offseason, but Rondale couldn't practice in OTAs or minicamp, so he's kind of drinking out of a fire hose in terms of the offense, and it is a complicated offense for wide receivers. They jokingly call themselves rocket scientists because they have to memorize so much stuff. Which is why they're open all the time, so they should appreciate that. But it's not easy for, somebody to show up just at the beginning of training camp. And, Rondale Moore's coming off that knee injury. He's looked good as far as his speed and as far as catching the football, but it's just catching up to the point where they could trust him week one. So the other options are a little more you don't feel great about. Lucky Jackson is a guy that played in the XFL and has 0 NFL catches. They drafted Ty Felt in the 3rd round. He has not looked yet like he's ready to play in the NFL. Looks like more of a project. And so you kind of not really sure what they're going to do here. But I think that the cheat code that they have on that is that they have, I think, the best number 2 tight end in the NFL in Josh Oliver, where, he had 22 catches last year. That doesn't sound impressive, but he's one of the best blockers, and I think he was only targeted 26 times. Like, he catches everything. So they could put TJ Hawkinson in as really like a slot wide receiver, and Hawkinson lines up off the line all the time. So you can kind of use him as a receiver, use Oliver as more of the tight end, and then have Justin Jefferson and Jalen Naylor. And I think Naylor is the guy with the most to gain for you fantasy freaks out there, because he's in a contract year for one, so you're always kind of keeping an eye on that. But also, he knows the offense inside and out. He really stepped up last year for them when Jordan Addison was out for a couple games early in the season. And, Kevin O'Connell was bringing that up yesterday, saying, like, guys, we missed Jordan Addison for a couple games last year, and we won all those games in part because Naylor stepped up. So I think he's probably the one, and Josh Oliver, that will have to step up a little bit, but they probably won't go deeper down the depth chart too much.
Matthew, just a quick one on the defensive side. Brian Flores, correct me if I'm wrong, his 3rd season now as Vikings DC. What are some of the challenges he's facing? And is it as simple as saying maybe just that secondary right now?
Yeah, so that's been something that, and I understand, you haven't had Justin Jefferson out there mossing people left and right, and, you have a young quarterback here, but I think the secondary has proven the most so far in training camp. Because we had all the same questions as everybody else. Like, okay, you got Byron Murphy Jr., who is an excellent cornerback, but what after that? They signed a guy named Isaiah Rodgers in the offseason who I wasn't all that familiar with. He was kind of a rotational player. But when Brian Flores identifies somebody that he thinks can take a step forward in their career, we usually believe him. Like we saw Andrew Van Ginkel last year with somebody, the same way, and Rodgers has been really, really good. The one part that makes me a little nervous is that they're going with Jeff Okudah, who was a former number 3 overall pick. And, he's bounced around. He's had some injuries. He really hasn't lived up to his draft status. He's played really well so far in camp, but that doesn't mean, if you put him out there for 600 or 700 snaps, it's going to work. There still is a little bit, I think, of nervousness with that, but they've also shown that this defense overall is really nasty. And I think when J.J. McCarthy goes and plays the Chicago Bears in week 1, he's going to be like, oh, it's not that hard. It's not as hard as it is in practice every single day against Brian Flores' defense. I mean, there is very, very high expectations that this is one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Man, one more quick one for you, and then we'll let you go, and we really appreciate the time. But I'm just curious with your thoughts on how this division is going to sort itself out. How do you see these 4 teams right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy the Bears when they actually do it because they're 14 straight years of off-season champions in the media. So they're not proven to me yet. And I'm also not like, after seeing Caleb a couple times, Caleb Williams up close, I'm not convinced that he really sees the field all that well, which I don't think is going to work that great for that offense. So then it kind of comes down to Detroit has lost some players due to injury. They've lost some coordinators. The Packers didn't really upgrade as much as you thought. I feel like this has 3 teams that we would project around 10, 11 wins, and then 1 team that, anything can happen in Chicago. But it is as tight and as talented of a division as you're going to find, and yet every team has their own set of questions, whether it's, is J.J. McCarthy good enough to get them to double-digit wins? Do the Packers have enough superstar talent to get them to the top of the division? So, I think it's probably one of the most fascinating and talented divisions. I would still pick Detroit at the top because I think they're the most overall talented, but, it can't be forgotten that they lost their center to retirement, and he was, I think, the best center in the entire NFL, and Frank Ragnow. And then changing coordinators, you just never really know, right, if somebody else is going to have the same feel. Can he run trick plays to the offensive tackle? I don't know. We're going to have to find that out. So it's really, really interesting, guys.
Matt, this was great, man. Thank you very much for the time, and hopefully we'll do it again during the season.
All right, anytime. Thanks for having me.
All right, there you go. That's Matthew. I meant at some point when a good guest like him says anytime, I'm going to say, what about tomorrow? Like on the show, just see if he actually means it. When he goes, hey guys, yeah, no problem, anytime.
Call the shot.
How about 7:05 tomorrow?
When he's dropping MBTs.
I know. He won us over instantly. It's
what a pull.
Like, to me, usually when we get an NFL guest on, we have to show him our chops to earn their respect because we're a couple of Canadian hosers.
Yeah, you got a good point there. Yeah.
But when he popped on and proved his chops with an MBT reference, that was stunning.
He's a football guy.
Big time football guy. Yeah.
He's the football guy.
Changing 100.
Changing 100.
All right, let's go. If you're watching on YouTube today, we're a day away from the old Nasty Bash. Hammer the thumbs up for us. Tell your friends if tune in. I go. It's summer. People are out and about. Their lives are different. But tell them, easy to listen. Tune in. iHeart, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Everything podcasted after the fact as well. That was a really nice Vikings preview. That was just a fun guy to talk football.
That was a balanced diet.
Yeah, it really
absolutely.
was. He had some funny jokes mixed in. The MBT CFL rev. Now, he didn't know he was still here, but I'm not going to blame him for that.
Yeah, a couple snide shots at the rest of the division, albeit politely, like it wasn't too overboard.
A little one on Detroit, the offensive trick play sometimes, and Chicago, Caleb Williams. That was a good chat. 100%. Terrific conversation. And tomorrow, what do we have? Mo Egger out of Cincinnati.
Love
that guy.
Familiar
too.
with the show. Yeah.
So that should be a lot of fun. Look forward to chatting with him as well. We got beef coming up. We're gonna go there around 7:30. Reid Wilkins is gonna pop on in about 20 minutes as well. But let's get to this Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. It's just sitting there waiting for us today. Do you love this one?
I love it.
This guy loves this one. Look, we are 2 for 2 this week. Short week, no Monday. But we're 2 for 2.
Nobody's counting.
No,
we're only counting the 2 for 2, not the short week.
It's like it was a Wednesday and we went 2 for 2 Monday, Tuesday.
You can only play what's in front of you.
But a shorter week to touch them all.
Yeah.
Right? So tomorrow we'll have an Elks, or maybe we'll go back to the Jays. We'll have everything tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a busy
Jays,
day.
Dodgers, baby. Ooh, yeah.
But here's what we got right now. It's the early bird bet. It is boosted. It is plus 376, which, we hit a plus 180-ish on Tuesday. We hit a plus 240 tomorrow. It's just natural progression to get to this plus 376. It is the BC Lions tonight, plus 9.5. That line's now sitting at 2.5.
Gimme. Yeah,
I moved it from 3.5 last night to 9.5. So Lions plus 9.5 in what we describe as a good spot.
Yep.
Moving the total from 56 down to 50. So you just need over 49.5.
Easy.
Bo Levi Mitchell, 2 passing touchdowns. I would like to describe that as what do the kids say nowadays? Automatic. Or they probably shorten it to OTSI or something like that.
Yeah.
And then Keon Hatcher, I originally wanted it over 3.5. They couldn't find that market. So it's over 4.5. But Keon Hatcher has been targeted a ton by Nathan Rourke. Mm-hmm. You can tell so far this season that Nathan Rourke has more experience with Keon Hatcher than he does Justin McInnis. He is finding Keon Hatcher all over the field. Justin McInnis's targets after a huge season last year, have been somewhat limited this year, which is extremely frustrating as a guy who drafted him very high in the draft because of that Canadian passport and the flexibility of throwing him in a national spot.
Last time these two teams played as well, Hatcher, and this was a couple weeks back, Hatcher, 5 targets, 5 receptions, 117 yards.
Okay. So he still hit it, but he only had 5 targets.
Yes.
But Hatcher's a guy who'll go for double-digit targets sometimes.
He was tied near the top in the team leads. So, yeah.
And how many touchdowns did both throw for last time they played?
3.
We only need him to have 2. And we only need the Lions to keep it inside 10 points. And we only need these two teams
and was it 50?
to combine for 50.
They had 70.
They had 70 last time.
Again, the Lions' defense is porous.
We got this at plus 376.
It's going to be a hot track, dry track.
As
that ball's going to be launched all over the place.
As Nick Cage said in Gone in 60 Seconds, let's ride. That's what we're going to do
Or
here.
Chalk Claire's famous rap.
Was that a rap song from the
Yeah, I know we were talking rappers yesterday, but Chalk Claire. Yeah.
Let's ride.
Yeah, let's ride. They say let's ride over and over and over again, and they're on like lowrider bikes, like the pedal bikes on the.
Oh yeah, because what was the other one? Was it DMX that had the big? Wasn't Stop Drop? The Rough Riders was on bikes too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If you missed late in the show yesterday, Trev hates Snoop Dogg, which led to a huge. I guess Hernan had beef with you yesterday. Hernan did not talk to Trev all day because of his Snoop Dogg.
He's the biggest teddy bear I've ever seen. He acts tough, but he's really the biggest softy probably here. That's all that was. He's like, don't touch me. Don't even look at me.
Because of the Snoop take.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it hit him hard.
When you have delusional takes, Trev.
It's not a delusional take.
Some people are going to look at you sometimes cross-eyed.
No, not at all.
You don't think so?
It's not delusional at all, man. He's terrible. Terrible.
He must have gone pretty high in our dog draft back at the old place.
D-O-double-G.
I remember Low Tide took Slinky the dog from
I'll never forget that pick.
Toy Story, first round, fourth overall.
We all just kind of the room went silent. You know when you make a pick and nobody says anything, you're like, oh god.
Well, this is the thing.
Kind of stepped in it.
Usually, let's say Tommy makes that pick, and he's made several of Slinky dog picks along the way, but we instantly chirp him. With Low Tide, it was quiet because we respect him so much. We're just like,
Al, what are you doing?
That was a pick that wasn't even on my list.
No, he went full heart.
Yeah.
That meant something.
Yeah. It ranks right up there with UConn taking Asian Mist in the first round of the wrestling draft and your Remchuk trading up in the food court draft to take clean bathrooms in the first round.
That takes the cake, I think, if you're power ranking them. The Yoshihira Tajiri Asian Mist, low-key good, but didn't
need to go there.
I know. Yeah.
Could have got it later.
Yeah.
Shout out to Yaremchuk, who got married over the weekend as well. He's on his honeymoon right now, and I'm expecting Connor McDavid to interrupt it at some point.
Save it for 8:30.
I just like, what would you have done?
Well, yeah.
Well, let's say maybe that's my beef today. Let's go to. We'll save it to my beef. It might be. I had a couple of beefs. This might be one of my beefs. If you want to ride with us, go to playalberta.ca. Click on EST specials. There's 2 good ones on there right now because Jay's play of the day is and this will be up until tomorrow before the game. The Elks to win plus 160. The actual line right now is plus 111.
Yeah, you got to get
because it's moving in their direction.
Get into the specials.
So if you're betting the Elks, you're betting it on the EST specials page because it's better value than you'll find on any book anywhere on the Elks to win plus 160. And then Lions plus 9.5. Ticats and Lions 50 plus points. Bo Levi 2+ passing TDs. Keon Hatcher 5+ receptions plus 376. Let it be a Keon Hatcher game, Nathan Rourke, if you please. We would really appreciate that. All right, let's get to a sports update for that handsome man, Mitch at Park Mazda. And then on the other side, I got beef for Acme Meats. And Reid Wilkins pops by to talk about how he loves the drafts, but hates the drafts.
Hates the drafts.
That's still to come. Let's get to the update right now with LT.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better.
The Edmonton Riverhawks finish up the regular season last night. They are your second half champions. They defeat the Harbor Cats 7-2 as they finish tied with Victoria atop the standings, but take the second half due to a tiebreaker. Hawks clinching the second seed in the postseason as well with that win. They will visit Victoria. Game 1 goes tomorrow. Hawks will then be back home to host Game 2 Saturday, and if necessary, a Game 3 on Sunday from Remax. Jays have the day off after hammering the Rockies yesterday afternoon by a score of 20-1. They complete the 3-game sweep with a 45-6 aggregate score. They're in LA tomorrow night to kick off a 3-game stand with the Dodgers. Over to tennis, Canadian Victoria Mboko. She advances to the finals of the National Bank Open from Montreal, defeating Alina Rybakina yesterday. The finals go later today at 4 against Japan's Naomi Osaka. Edmonton Stingers getting the road dub as they would outscore the Rattlers 10-3 in target score time on way to a 194 victory. The Stingers now 2 games back of Calgary for second and an opening round bye in the postseason. They will round out the regular season with a pair of home games tomorrow against Niagara and Sunday versus Winnipeg. FedEx St. Jude Championship opening round is underway this morning. Taylor Pendrith has teed off already as well. Can tell you currently at 2 under, it is Matthias Schmid, the German, in the lead. And Week 10 of the CFL gets underway tonight. A delicious matchup from Hamilton, the 6-2 Tiger Cats, the 3-5 Lions. Action gets underway 5:30 across the TSN network. The Elks, they'll take the show on the road and visit Montreal tomorrow night, also at 5:30. Sports Update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer Principal Mitch Lewicki. He can't cross his eyes, but he can cross his arms.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button. Thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
I can remember back being an 11-year-old kid, about 75 pounds on the basketball court against the neighborhood bully, kicking his behind left, right, and center.
I call you when I need you, my heart's on fire.
When it was all said and done, he was a little upset, so he punched me in the mouth.
You come to me, wild and wild.
My uncles were over on the side, observing, talking amongst themselves, adult things.
When you come to me,
when he punched me in my mouth, I decided I'm running to my uncle. And you know what he did? He pushed me back to him. I went back and he punched me in my mouth again. I ran to my uncle, looking for protection. Needed Big Brother to protect me. He pushed me back again. And you know what I did? I faced him in the eyes and I said, my uncle's not going to help me. And I punched him in the face. Then I looked him in the eye and I said, then what? Now what? Now what? Now what are you going to do?
you're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. Stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say.
7:34 on the Nielson Show, coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. Edmonton Sports Talk presented to you by our partners over at Play Alberta. Trev, I didn't even know you were standing behind me until I saw you pop up on YouTube behind me.
I've done that the last few days.
That was creepy. I'm very focused on things, and then I look over and you're standing behind me awkwardly.
I wanted to see how long it lasts. I guess it lasted like 4 days,
Yeah.
3 days.
You did that 3 days in a row?
Yeah. I did something different every day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
But that
didn't,
one I was pretending to smack you with the back of my hand.
What?
That was what that was.
How would you do that to me?
It's funny. I wouldn't actually.
I don't know if it's that funny, to be honest with you.
I know. No nasties have commented about it. So.
All right, you can text us anytime. Paris Jewelers inbox 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. Let's get into I Got Beef for Acme Meats. Eat fresh, eat local. Eat Acme, 9570 76F. Go see Corey the Butcher. What do we got beef with today? But so, yeah, text your beef. I know there's some beefs that have already rolled in. What do you have beef with, Rick? What do you...
I got beef with myself, actually, because I hate the rain, but the rain is good. But I hate the rain because I can't walk to work.
You know who needs the rain, though, right?
Well, on three. 1, 2, 3.
Farmers!
And, you know, my garden, it was drying out my lawn. I'd rather have free water than paying for it. I mean, you know, like that's... My rain barrel was getting a little low. But no, I enjoy walking in the morning. It gets me going. So this kind of gets me out of my routine. How will it affect the draft today? Who knows? Like on a draft day, now I got to drive in.
It was like when I called that game in Ottawa and Glenn was stepping on my foot.
That's what I'm saying.
The other Glenn. And then it rattles you a bit, right? Like it's
not spits.
Yeah.
that had me. So I beef with myself because I shouldn't have beef with rain because rain's a good thing. But I also don't like it because it gets me out of my routine.
Luke Bryan. Rain is a good thing.
God.
We should do water/rain draft.
I could do a water draft.
I know you could do a water draft. Have we ever done a water draft? How high does rivers go?
Yeah. Peninsula. I guess that'd be a
peninsula's land.
I
can't believe on our
water
second
around
reference
it. You know, you
yeah. That's usually like a bay or an ocean, I guess.
Hot tub's got to be first.
Hot tub would be pretty high.
Hot tub's top of the list.
Yeah, it'd be, and that's it's a Wayne Gretzky draft. Ooh, water slide would be big too.
But are you more of a water slide guy or a hot tub guy? That's a personality test, I think.
Let's save that, and we'll do it spontaneously on a day when it's really raining out there. We'll text everybody first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Water draft's on, boys.
Spin the wheel.
Let's go. All right, Trev, what do you have beef with today? You must have a little bit of beef somewhere.
I'm struggling all morning trying to think of something. I guess Hernan's got beef with me. I got beef with Hernan. He needs to act your age. Like seriously, it's
whoa.
It's kind of embarrassing how offended he got over my take yesterday. He's a grown man. He needs to act like it. Stop being so soft. I got beef with Hernan. He wants to play that game. Yeah, I'll play that game.
It's like a rap war.
And he was it's tough. Like I come in and some days he's got such a lovely smile and I love seeing it. I do. And then he's all tough yesterday. Oh, don't touch me.
Stoic.
Look away. Don't even look at me. I'm like, okay, geez. Wow.
He is training though.
For a marathon,
he might be in a mindset where he's like that competitive.
I'm driving away and I go to say goodbye to him. He pushes he's just like no. He does the hand gesture. Maybe I'll put myself on.
Was he outside having a dart?
I don't know what he was doing, but
you can't be having a dart when he's training for a marathon.
Yeah, and I'm smiling at him. I'm like, oh, what's up? I thought it's a stick or a shtick.
Shtick, yeah. It's a shtick, not
I thought
stick.
it's a stick. I thought it was a stick. Shtick. And he's just like, go. And I'm like, okay, fine. Whatever, you want to be that guy. And so I'm driving, and I'm trying to get him in a good mood. So I put my sunroof up. And I'm driving, and I put my head out of my car, and I'm waving and smiling at him with my head out of my car, and he's just mean mugging me, just I've never seen say, oh, it was impressive, but it made me laugh. I'm like, oh yeah, right, you're a tough guy, so funny.
That's a guy who's bought into the stick.
Yeah, he did buy into that darn stick. So yeah, my beef's with Hernan. Just
you know what you and Hernan need to do? You need to have a couple of bevies at the Nasty Bash tomorrow.
Yeah.
And what do they say?
Quash the beef.
Mend those fences.
Yeah, it's just so sad. What a tough look.
That is sad.
What a grown man acting like that. It's embarrassing.
I got a couple beefs. You can text your beefs to the Paris Jewelers inbox, 780-218-9999. Big Maple over in the chat says, Hernan would put a lit cigarette out on his tongue. He's not soft.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay, so two beefs. One, it's not a beef, but it's just weird to me. When you went on your honeymoon, did your wife ever suggest, hey, our best friend should come?
Well, she didn't, but we did bump into what's-his-face, Kenny Kicks in Seattle at the ball game.
I mean,
and then he's like, hey, do you want to hang out with me? I'm like, well, no, we're on our honeymoon.
Yeah, you're on your honeymoon, right? That's what I mean. That's the point. That's what I'm talking about.
Trip, I'd be like, okay, let's go for beers. I said, well, no, we're kind of, this is a thing.
This is your honeymoon.
I don't want to.
So I think it's a great thing in one way because there's no way Connor McDavid's not signing here if he's going on part of Leon's honeymoon.
Wouldn't that be something?
Right? That would be, there's no way.
What a twist.
They have to be like Forrest and Jenny here, 2 peas in a pod. Yeah. But it's still weird. Even if Tam's best friend was just like, hey, let's do something together on your honeymoon. I think I'd step in and be like, no, it's our honeymoon.
That's why you go away.
It's not a friend moon.
No, but you
yeah,
the point of
you leave to get away from everybody.
You get away. That's the point. Used to happen after the wedding, didn't it? You'd get married and then that night, you'd be like, well, we're out of here.
Yeah.
And then people would be like, oh, yeah, goodbye and good luck. And
Tam and I on our honeymoon, first of all, nobody rudely interrupted it. Second of all, the day after the wedding, got together with some family and friends at the hotel, opened presents, all this stuff. And then we were supposed to head off on our honeymoon. What we did was we just kind of went away for like 3-4 days just to the mountains. Tam loves the mountains, so we're just going to go to the mountains.
Yeah.
And then we went on a trip later to watch baseball. But
you're getting a lot of juice from the squeeze.
Yeah,
I like that.
But on our like that first day, so we say goodbye to everybody. It's like, okay, thanks. All right, we're off on our honeymoon. By the time we got to Red Deer, we were both like so exhausted from the wedding the day before and opening a present stuff. I looked at her. I said, "You just want to get a hotel in Red Deer for the night, and then we'll hit the mountains tomorrow." And so we ended up staying. Our second night, first night we were at the hotel where we got married. Second night being married, we stayed at like a very average like Motel 8 in Red Deer.
Water slide?
No, I can't remember.
Hot tub?
I can't remember. But that wasn't like a very.
Yeah, but those
But once
are
again,
nice
we were
hotels,
together.
Yeah.
We were by ourselves.
Yeah.
We didn't have another couple stepping in on the honeymoon.
Barry with in the Paris Jewelers inbox saying probably what we're all thinking. Maybe they're swingers. As if you're going over possible scenarios, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'd put it as a top 5 reason of why it happens.
2025.
Yeah, it's
perfectly.
I would
legit.
say it's not frowned upon. In some places, it's encouraged.
Exactly.
Why aren't they over in Europe? Very much a European thing, I think. Here's the other thing I have. This is a major beef that I have. This was going to be my primary beef. People who say on Twitter right now, football's back. Go to. I almost say
every damn year.
Every year.
And I just think they're saying it now to piss people off, like you and I. The cat's out of the bag. Like everybody knows it now. They're just they know the response they're getting.
It's just to drive us crazy.
Especially people. I understand if you're living in
football's been back for 10 weeks.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
For you, yeah, football is back, I guess. You can still watch on CBS,
it's the Canadians.
But it's Canadians saying it. Give me a break. You're not living under a rock.
If you're a Canadian who tweets out,
it's BS.
Football is back, I'll meet you in the parking lot after the show. And we'll have a good, stern discussion, and I'll catch you up to speed on the first 9 weeks of the CFL season.
I'll meet you in the parking lot, shooter.
And you can bet on me. So every time I see Americans, you're right. Americans, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
But if I see a Canadian say, "Oh, football's back, baby," we're friends off. Friends off.
It's usually that 416 area code.
The person wouldn't be my friend anymore. Yeah. It is the 416.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
It's not the prairie folks so much as...
You don't have to tell me.
I'm sure
I know.
Yeah.
Abutski's in it says, I got beef with Keon Julian Grant.
Well,
dropping that TD pass on Saturday, ripping out my heart and jeopardizing my future as an EE season ticket holder after 47 seasons.
Abutski's sick. Apparently, he's been watching that play over and over on a loop this morning.
Abutski, you need to get out.
You need to get to the Nasty Bash.
I suggest you come to the Nasty Bash and watch the next Julian Grant drop live with us.
Around friends, a support group.
Let's get to this one. This is from a Teef. Guys, I have beef with this. When I go to the movies, you're supposed to turn your cell phone off or down. A person's phone rings, and they just let it ring and ring and ring. I didn't pay to hear your phone ring. I paid to watch the movie. Thank you very much. Why would somebody just let their phone ring and ring and ring, though? I don't believe that. I don't believe this beef. I think a Teef's making it up.
Yeah, this
like
is
if you're in the movie theater and your phone rings once, you're going to be in mad scramble mode unless you're the biggest a-hole of all time.
This is like a lab-created beef from a Teef, would you say? Like
he went to AI and said, "Create a beef for me," and this is what it said. Adam Zeal over in the chat says, "Football is back when Bundesliga starts."
Two Bundesliga.
What's two Bundesliga? Is that the secondary?
The second division. I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a real psycho. All right, you can text us anytime, 780-218-9999. That's I Got Beef for Acme Meats. And it always leads to some good conversations, including Trevor this morning telling Hernan to act his age. All right, let's bring in our next guest here, who I couldn't tell if what exactly he had beef with about this draft. But man, he's got a lot of beef with the Bird draft. I think part of it, he hates the idea, but some of his beef is he's not involved in it.
That's the thing.
And it's just, Reid, I was listening yesterday. I couldn't tell if you love the idea or you hate the idea, you know?
Well, then the segment was effective, Dustin. That's very good. As long as you kept listening and were entertained. Remember.
It's going to be fun, though.
The work that we do has show in the title. That's very important to remember.
Reid Wilkins from the Reid Wilkins Show is with us today.
I wonder if that did happen to a thief, if the person whose phone was ringing, maybe they thought, well, if I don't answer it, nobody will know it's me that left my phone on. Maybe that was what they're thinking.
I mean, the guy sitting right next to you would know, though.
But people know where the sound is coming from.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did a thief say the guy was next to him?
No. He just said it was in the theater. But I was thinking the guy sitting next to the guy with the phone would know it's him. Right,
right.
Like,
Because
hey,
either it's crowded and there's people next to you who will know it was you, or everybody's spaced out and everybody will know, well, that's the only guy in that area of the theater where the phone is coming from.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Unless maybe somebody, I'm trying to think of scenarios now. Maybe somebody dropped their phone in the theater and didn't know where they lost it. And, sometimes you get somebody like, well, call me and I'll find out where my phone is. But maybe like they were at home and the phone was still in the theater. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe this did happen to a thief, and it's not artificially. What's the I stand for?
Intelligence. I think it's intelligence.
Intelligence-ized, I guess, would be the verb. How are you gonna get this answer? I'm gonna artificially intelligence-ize it. Is that a word? I think it is now. So that'll be good.
Reid,
the drafts are. You guys are like really obsessed, and I hate to say you guys because like we're all together.
Yeah.
But this is the one thing that makes me still feel like a bit of an outsider. Like this is the one thing where it's like, well, it's to 1260 people on a Ched guy, which it isn't. Everybody's EST, but this one little thing, I'm like, I'm not really a part of this. I'm not really wanted. My input's not really wanted. I'm not really accepted. My feedback isn't really welcome. Eric was the most accepting yesterday. He actually spoke to me and shared his list, parts of his list about it, and actually listened to some of my suggestions.
He was hot too. Like he was picking off the.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, you were a little dismissive of some of my suggestions, but then I guess to my detriment, I turned it into a trivia contest, which I explained at the start of my show yesterday, and had Eric pacing the room trying to remember. I don't know if you heard that part of the show.
No, ask me the question. What I didn't hear the beginning.
Yeah, quiz him.
Quiz me. I want to know.
Three films have won the Academy Award, the Big Five: Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. One of them was It Happened One Night from the 30s. The other one might be drafted today. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
It's number 4 on my list.
The other one is an early 90s psychological suspense film, often considered a horror film, with one of the most iconic movie villains of all time. That was the first hint I gave Eric.
Well, is this a Batman with the Penguin?
No, it's not. It's not a superhero movie.
Pelican Brief.
It's not a bird movie. It's not a bird movie.
I thought we were doing.
No, it's just one of the movies. No, it's one of the movies that swept the Big Five. Okay, I'll give you the more hints.
Christian Bale.
Female. It's not American Psycho. Good guess. It didn't win best. I don't know if it won any Oscars. Female detective. One of
Erin
the lead
Brockovich.
Good. That's not a psychological suspense.
Well,
good guess though. 1991 specifically. You've seen this movie. People who have not seen this movie would know when this
pissed me off when he told
character is referenced, the villain, so to speak, who's kind of the
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs it is. Silence of the Lambs it is.
Clarice.
Yeah, see? Like people just know or
I only know it from the Cable Guy reference.
Yeah, I ate his liver. You've seen Silence of the Lambs, haven't
Only
you?
once. I saw it once like 4 years ago, and that was it.
Well, that's fine. You've still seen it.
That's a good movie, though.
So anyway,
I really like that movie.
What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, the drafts. Like, I actually think the premise of the drafts is very good. I think sometimes the hubbub around the drafts at work is a little much, maybe a little distracting to the people who aren't in them. And I would, as you know, Dustin, I'm big on pacing and shows and flow.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if they need to be 2 hours. I don't know if they need to be 2 hours with 24 categories.
But there's a pre-draft show with Iwanek.
Yeah.
Right? He kind of interviews everybody, and then we usually start the draft around, 9:20?
There'll be some controversy involved.
There'll be some controversy. We'll probably usually go till quarter 2.
Draft recap.
I mean, I guess the actual drafting part is like an hour and a half. Is that better? Does that help a little bit?
Well, the show is still
it's a 2 hour show. Yeah.
And there's always a lot of controversy.
There is.
I really think that's what the people involved in the draft, and maybe you specifically, Dustin, to be fair, I think maybe that's what you like more than the draft itself, is that it's you standing on the edge of a septic tank with a long row like the guys have in Venice for the gondolas, and you're just stirring the contents of the septic tank. You're septic stirring.
I think one of my best draft performances ever was the Christmas draft this year, where I didn't even speak.
Yeah.
I did
a lot of people were saying that was their favorite.
With notes.
Yeah.
And
Tammy mentioned it was her favorite draft.
I think I learned a lesson in that draft that maybe I didn't implement in the last draft, but I think I might be more effective if I just sit there and let everybody else implode.
Less is more, yeah.
Yeah. Easier said than done, though. With that being said, Reid, who would you take first in a bird draft?
Larry
Bird.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get him, don't you? I know that's I've look.
We're talking to the guy who's got the first overall pick right here,
and I've already heard scuttle about what's going first overall. So I just think at a sports station with a player of that caliber with that last name, you have to take him first.
Rick, your thoughts on this?
It's are you playing for your own personal enjoyment or playing to win the game? I guess that's the question. And again, with all the canvassing we do online and within the office walls, I mean, maybe.
But one of the categories is athlete, is it not?
Yeah, we have to. Well, no, a human with a bird name.
Yeah, which there are a lot of sports.
Yeah, there's a sports category where you draft teams that have bird names as well. But yeah, the human category. If you could get Larry Bird as your, there's only a couple of athletes that have names that sort of fit the criteria.
Well, that's where the creativity comes in.
A lot of research.
I was up really, really late last night on this.
You've invented.
I hope it was worth it. I probably should have gone to bed before 1 a.m. But I was so focused on building this roster.
Yeah.
What's that?
You're just consumed by it.
I am.
It is kind of funny. And quite frankly, I would never put that much work into it if and when I'm in it. And I will be in it again. I think there's the creativity is the fun part. Like there's, I don't know how people vote. Do they vote by, this guy took the obvious choices and has the best team, or did this guy make the weirdest picks? I think I tried to do it when I was.
Well, I would like to say that the whole vote has kind of become a bit of a farce because remember Tommy with the promotion on Instagram last time?
Well, that's going to have to be policed.
That's going to have to be policed.
Yeah.
Last time, because usually we have like an agreement where we don't really go online anywhere and be like, hey, vote for this one. And then remember, Tommy did that, and it was a huge thing.
At times, you could be like, "Hey,"
but Tommy was like, "Go vote for 3 on the Instagram chat." So the commission's going to have to address that. Was there not supposed to be some sort of punishment?
The commission's been it's been a loose hold on the league.
Did Quinn not lower down a punishment on Tommy?
I don't recall. It was January, wasn't it?
There was a punishment. I think there was a punishment that was.
Is Tom in this one?
Tom's in this one, but I thought there was a punishment lowered. After, was that the handsome man draft?
See, Reid should be the EST draft book binder, record keeper. You could keep all the you'd love doing that. Hey, Reid, big folder files and everything that's kind of every transaction.
Actually, Eric, I do have the draft from 1972. And let's see who was taken first overall that year in the black and white television show draft.
Here it is, boys. I found the punishment. It was a warning. If another agreement is deemed to be broken, Tommy will be given a 5% penalty on the draft vote.
Well, we know what we have to do here.
We got to get Tommy into breaking an infraction.
And he was already getting a little rude on the chat yesterday.
A second infraction will mean automatic relegation. Hello.
That was so. What am I? And so I said this yesterday. My relationship with the draft from 1260 was I would never hear it.
I heard this, yeah.
But I would always see the results, and I would vote, and then I would text Dustin and say, I voted for this team. Which one is yours? And then he would tell me. And I often voted for Dustin's team. But my favorite moment since I've been at EST was you guys did, or maybe it was even last summer before I started. I can't remember. But you guys did a draft on fears or something like that, or
scary things draft, Halloween last year.
And Tom was like, running out of time. Everybody was like, Jesus, Tom. Like, okay there.
That just kind of goes, and that's par for the course with Tommy. Like when we did remember we did the patio draft?
I think you care more about the draft, Reid, than Tom, and you're not even in it. That's kind of the...
Well, when he's relegated, which he will
be one of the,
4 hours, I'll be
one of the first ones. I don't hate that. We've talked about that in the past. That's why this whole relegation thing has been put in place. But nobody's ever been relegated. No. So Quinn says she's going to up it today, or I don't know what the rule is going to be. I didn't hate the idea that you guys were talking about yesterday of maybe the bottom guy or the bottom two guys are out. And then the next two guys are up type of thing.
Maybe like a salary garnish.
Oh, jeez. You finish last in the draft. You don't get paid for the month.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
That could lead to some controversy online.
Will be all over that.
Yeah. HR daddies. Yeah. His spidey senses are going off now. Wow.
My goodness.
So anyway, not to change the subject, but I know I'm running out of time. Elks Alouettes tomorrow. I have heard that there is some concern about a smoke delay for that game. So hopefully not.
Oh boy.
But I guess there's some air quality concerns in Montreal and Quebec with the smoke from the fires in Manitoba and Saskatchewan slowly moving in that direction.
It's funny you bring that up because when I was in Montreal last week, we ended up with a bit of a lightning delay, but about 2 hours before kickoff, the producer was just like, hey, just a heads up. CFL just emailed us. The smoke level's at a 7. It can't get any higher. Like if it goes to an 8, they're not supposed to play. So it was kind of close last week. So it's not surprising to me that.
So hopefully that doesn't happen because nobody wants to have a game interrupted or start late. And especially we're going to be at the Nasty Bash. We want to watch it all together with all the people who are coming. But yeah, I'm frustrated by the weather delays, but I also understand, that's the rules and the players are involved in this as well. And of course, you don't want a player getting hit by lightning. But
imagine the intensity watching a game knowing that somebody could be struck by lightning at any time.
It's a prop bet there, hey?
Oh, jeez.
You want to attract more viewers, CFL? Play through the lightning delay.
Yeah, and they all have to wear with like 15-foot metal spokes coming out of their helmet or something like that. That's sick.
League north of border attempts to have players struck by lightning.
League north of border.
Yeah. We went through the 2 injury reports this morning, and the Elks are missing Metier. The Alouettes obviously don't have Davis Alexander. Their starting safety is out. Their best cornerback is out. They're missing 2 of their best receivers as well. Their starting center will not be available to them. I know you chatted with him earlier in the week. And MBT's 1-3 as a starter so far with the Montreal Alouettes. I know the Elks are a bit of an underdog, and I know it sounds crazy to say it because they only have 1 win this season. But I mean, with the current health status of these 2 teams and how desperate the Elks should be, this is a very winnable game for this team.
Well, then prove you can do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that simple. If you have an advantage, take advantage of it. Don't find a way to lose or play sloppy or let Montreal's backups at those positions make a name for themselves. Again, I'm just sort of in the same mind. I recognize that there are some good things that have happened. I recognize there are some signs of a culture shift that Morris and Hervey and Killam have emphasized. Taylor Inglis was on with Jay last weekend for the Green and Gold kickoff show and Green and Gold postgame show.
Yeah,
he's an alum.
Good.
And he was very good on air, and he's very high on what Ed and Chris and Killam are doing. but also was like, how many wins did you expect, right? So that's still kind of what I'm worried about, is that they're the other end of the spectrum was the 2015 team. That I think I believe in that 10-game winning streak, I think they were trailing in the fourth quarter in nine of those games. It was either 8 or 9. They
just found a way.
Found a way to win. And this group, I mean, this team has been blown out a couple times, but they've had, some losses later in the fourth quarter, or where they just couldn't come back, like in Saskatchewan. So that's what I'm worried about. That regardless of the quality of the opponent, they're still going to be the team that makes the big mistake instead of making the big play. I hope that changes tomorrow, and maybe there are some positions, like you guys mentioned, that they can actually get after and exploit tomorrow. I hope so.
All right, Reid, we'll let you go. But you've got a big guest this afternoon. I'm very excited about this.
4 o'clock this afternoon, Colin Mockery is going to join us.
He's hilarious.
Love it.
I think he's in Vancouver right now. Will be in Edmonton for a run at the Fringe starting. The Fringe starts a week from today, and I'm pretty excited. I've never talked to him or met him or anything like that. It'll be fun to see what he's like in an interview, because I don't know how funny he is off stage, right? Off performance.
Yeah, it's gonna be really tough if he's boring as hell this afternoon.
but I also want. I think he will be funny, but I also want to get to I don't know really how he. When was the first time you were on stage? Oh, and apparently he's a Lease fan.
I was gonna say, is he a sports fan? I'm curious.
I was told by the person who helped me set this up that he'd love to talk sports and talk about loving the Leafs.
Oh man, this is gonna be so 4 o'clock today.
4 o'clock, Colin Mockery.
If you could get his thoughts on the bird draft, that would be great as well.
Yeah, just
Reid, how do you plan on consuming the bird draft? Are you going to watch it here? Are you going to watch it at home? Are you going to come in and sit in the one corner of the hangout and watch it live?
Maybe with a towel over your head.
What do you think?
Awkward. I'm going to put a towel over my head. I will. I'll listen to probably most of it.
Oh, there we go. We'll take that.
Probably on. I use iHeart quite a bit, so I'll probably.
There you go.
Probably listen. I want to at least hear who goes first overall and see how it gets rolling. Yeah, and then I'll eventually be at work for the tail end of it.
He's on the clock first overall. All right, Reid, we'll see you in here a little bit later on.
For the tail feather end of it, should I say?
There you go. That's Reid Wilkins, everybody. See you later, buddy. That's Reid Wilkins. Colin Mockery. I used to watch Whose Line Is It Anyway religiously.
The British edition.
Well, the British edition. I did get into that a little bit after I originally started watching the American with him, Ryan Stiles, Wayne Brady, and then they rotate some other people.
They did some dirty stuff.
They're funny, man.
Improv, yeah.
I like the idea of improv. I think it's so geniusly hilarious to be able to improv on the spot like that.
You got to tip your cap until you've tried doing that.
He's so good at it. So that'll be a fun one. Outside of that whole he's a Leafs fan thing.
Yeah,
kind of infuriates me.
I'll bring it up briefly, I'm sure.
A little concerned about this smoke delay.
Scalding Gord says the CFL should check the quality by sending in a canary.
You know what? I will tell you, because I know a lot of people, do they even monitor this properly? They have smoke monitoring equipment set up at the stadiums. So it's not like they're like, what's the smoke at the airport? Can we play here? They actually have it at the stadium.
And this is a league. This isn't like a team-based. Oh, they read it differently.
No. This is consistent across the league.
You don't smoke.
No, it's a consistent system across the league that's at the stadium.
Yeah, everybody's signed up for it.
When they're talking about a smoke delay, there will be multiple calls throughout the day with the league, with the Players Association. So when so many people will be like, well, the players just want to play. No, they don't. The CFLPA is one of the biggest advocates to make sure that the air is clear for their clients to play properly. So I sure hope it doesn't end up that way, though. I don't want it cutting into.
No.
We want to watch it early in the Nasty Bash and have a good time watching this football game. So what are you just writing down another one?
You can. You can just keep adding. This is the prep.
Are you going Larry Bird first overall? Look at that smile. This guy's taking Larry Bird first overall. Trev's shaking his head. You don't like the first overall Larry Bird pick?
No, I wouldn't go that route personally.
I mean, I'm considering him if he's on the board at 3.
Reid brings up a point in the fact that we do deal in sports.
But do people vote that way ever?
That's what I'm saying.
We've been screwed by that in the past.
And that's what Reid, I think, is making. And that's why Reid's not participating, because you have to put your heart on a plate on the side. And you have to go for what the people want.
Unless you know you're not going to win,
Then
midway
it's
through
fun.
the draft, then you're just
Then
like,
you can
screw it.
selfishly do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And maybe near the end, too, if you know you've already got it wrapped up.
It's
so
nice to
speak,
be in a spot,
The open category, you do whatever you want,
Yeah.
but you have to go with what the people want and where the votes are. So
Tommy goes into this draft on probation, though, for the self-promotion on Instagram last draft.
between the
Was
three
that
of us.
Was that?
I think that was the fear draft, like the scary draft.
It was that long ago?
Yeah.
Well, then that was back in
So like
Halloween times.
he's good because it was the last draft though.
No, you're wrong.
The handsome man was in
The handsome man was the end of January.
in January, and there's last
Quinn's ruling came down February 4th.
Really?
He's on probation.
Oh.
So I think like we could.
Here was
We
one-
could easily rope-a-dope him into some sort of.
Here was Tommy's reply to, hey guys, good morning guys. That's great. I don't accept being placed on probation and refuse to do any further promotion of the EST draft. Don't ask me to do interviews, promo shoots, talk about during press conferences.
I think we raised this to the commissioner as well later on today. Hey, this could all be forgotten.
she's going to have to address this probation.
Yeah, but it's all forgotten. We're gonna have to kind of put this to the fore.
She said
here.
a second strike, automatic relegation.
Well, and he was pretty rude in there.
Yeah, yesterday he was already talking trash
He's
to
back
Quinn.
to his old
That's
style.
not nice.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
I think
It's not nice.
I can't wait till he drafts the peacock as a flightless bird, and then we all laugh at him because it can fly. And also, I did Google last night, can peacocks fly? Just to double check.
They can jump.
Yeah. Who's playing kind of easy trivia today? Who wants to play? We got a gift certificate to Mr. Mike's, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999. If you want to play kind of easy trivia, that gift certificate to Mr. Mike's is just sitting here waiting for you, taking a look, a little bit of Blue Jays, a little bit of CFL mixed in here. This is a very easy 3 of 5 at minimum. 3 questions too many coming up. Scalding hot takes for the Ranch Golf Club coming up. That's going to be good as well. And then the wrap for William Huff. Third hour is going to be a lot of fun. Don't go anywhere. Is the commish. There she is. Quinn says it doesn't need to be raised. What are we even doing here?
Well, she's on the case, obviously. And we were just making sure that it, just
I mean, I think it has to be brought
we
up.
weren't
considering
questioning your.
We haven't had a draft since that ruling was put out there.
We need to kind of revisit things.
I'm sure she will. She's got things under
Well, she's got a
control.
case. Yeah, she's a great commissioner.
It'll
Although
be interesting, though, if Tommy treats her poorly during the draft, does she just relegate him on the spot?
I could see that. The words exchanged between the two in the text are fiery enough.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be hot in there.
All right, who wants to play kind of easy trivia? 780-218-9999. 3 questions too many coming up. Scalding hot takes coming up. The wrap for William Huff coming up as well. Sound of the day, text of the day, all that fun stuff still to come here on Edmonton Sports Talk today. It is the Nielson Show coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. Let's get to a sports update for the great crew at Windsor Plywood, Leduc.
The Edmonton Riverhawks victorious last night, which clinches them the second half championship, defeating the Harbor Cats 7-2. What it means now is the Hawks clinch the second seed in the postseason. They will visit Victoria for Game 1. That's tomorrow. They will then come back home and host Game 2 on Saturday. If necessary, a Game 3 will go Sunday from Remax Field. The Jays have the day off. They'll visit the Dodgers tomorrow to open a 3-game series after hammering the Rockies yesterday afternoon 21. They take all 3 games by a 45-6 aggregate score. Canadian teenager Victoria Mboko continuing her run at the National Bank Open from Montreal as she advanced to the finals. Last night, finals go today later at 4. She'll be up against Japan's Naomi Osaka. Sean East II becomes just the 3rd player in CEBL history to record 500 points in a season. The Stingers would win on the road 194 against the Saskatchewan Rattlers. Stingers just 2 games back of Calgary for second. The team will return home and round out the regular season at home to Niagara tomorrow and Winnipeg on Sunday. Opening round action from the FedEx St. Jude Championship is underway this morning. And Week 10 of the CFL kicking off.
The chat is
Breaking
falling
news.
apart already, buddy.
What?
Wait, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
CFL Week 10 tonight. Battle of the Cats. Tiger Cats and Lions from the Hammer. 5:30 across the TSN network. Elks scheduled to play in Montreal tomorrow as well. 5:30 Friday Night Football. Sports Update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since '93. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood, Leduc.
Georgie! Georgie!
Let's get nuts. Swing it and drive. Get up, dog. Get out of here. What a rocket. A rocket. And how about another one? It's a two-jacket day. He is on fire. Stay hot, Marcus.
Bless you.
Huge.
What a moment for George Springer.
George Springer. Blue Jays crushing a horrible team.
Without George Springer.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
Imagine if he was there.
Well, they didn't even dress that great of line. I mean, they had a bunch of guys yesterday who were just taking the day off. Still hung 20 on the Rockies.
And the Rockies are also taking the day off.
Yeah.
Or the series off, I guess.
The Nielson Show. All of our songs are brought to you by Totem Outdoor Outfitters. New gear, used gear, trade, and consign is sport for every season. And of course, it is, let's find out how much new equipment our kids need for hockey time of year. And once you realize you got to pick up some shin pads, maybe some skates, hit up Totem, man. www.totemoutfitters.ca, a family store that takes pride in finding the right fit for you. You want to do business with good people locally? Boom, done. 7430 99th Street or online, www.totemoutfitters.ca. It is Edmonton Sports Talk. We are presented to you by Play Alberta. The draft chat is off the rails.
Oh, God.
Gazzola has texted the draft chat and says the commish cannot just relegate someone. That's an abuse of power. Quinn replies and says, thanks. Appreciate being told what I can and cannot do. Eric replies with, yikes. Gazzola says, why is the commish so hostile towards me? I replied with the Bill Hader eating popcorn gif. And then Quinn says, can someone send me the new address?
I'm on that one.
You got that one? All right. It's close to the old place. I should bring her to the landlord meeting today. Who's this?
Actually,
this is the commissioner.
You got Don on one shoulder and Quinn on the other. That's a strong flank.
All the bases covered. Yeah. All right, third hour is going to be a fun one. You can text us anytime. That'll get you into the old PJ's inbox. Buy now, do not pay for a year. Pretty sweet. www.parisjewelers.com. Scalding hot takes for the Ranch Golf and Country Club coming up around 8:30 today. 3 questions too many just around the corner as well. But let's start the hour with a little kind of easy trivia today for Mr. Mike's.
Well, Mr. Mike's is turning up the sizzle this summer with Platypalooza. From barbecue rib platters to coastal combos with lobsters and prawns. It's big flavor all summer long. Plus, in it for your shot at sizzling summer prizes. Mr. Mike's, Platypalooza is on. Eat locally. Enjoy casually.
All summer long. All summer long. Mr. Mike's, speaking of good local guys, they got a few of them at Mr. Mike's. All right, who's playing kind of easy trivia today? Trevor, who we got, buddy?
Scalding Gord.
Scalding Gord is going to play today. Needs to get 3 of 5 correct. Let's go to Scalding Gord.
Gordon.
Scalding Gord, are you ready to play, sir?
Sure thing, sir.
All right, man. You know what? For a guy whose name is Scalding Gord, your voice doesn't sound that scalding
Very
to me.
tepid.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a real mean, gruff guy, but you sound really nice, Scalding Gord.
Well, I'm putting on an act for you.
Oh, okay, there we go. He's really a jerk. All right, Trevor, start the ticker. I have to read the first question. Good luck, man. Did the Blue Jays win yesterday?
Yes.
True or false? The Blue Jays scored 30 runs yesterday.
False.
What state do the MLB's Rockies call home?
Colorado.
What team does Stephen Dunbar Jr. play for?
Yeah, Elks.
Who do the Elks play this week?
The Montreal Alouettes.
Boom. Huge sports guy.
The accent.
Yeah.
Alouettes.
Montreal Alouettes.
Oh, is that dirty? This is not just a dream, it's a wet dream of orgasmic
epic proportions.
Oh, is that dirty?
Frustration sets in and the emotion goes out, and then you just start playing by yourself.
Oh, is that dirty?
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
Yeah.
You should just go hard.
Jay just put in, maybe
you got a day in front of you.
I got a big day today.
And then you go to that meeting and you'll just be flying.
And an espresso. A shot, right? Is that what it is?
They'll give it to you in the small little
And
cup.
a shot and a shot espresso. What
That's
is
how
it?
we'll kick off the draft. You'll take a...
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
Let it talk. Let it talk. Oh, it's on now.
We are flying.
Rip City Steph. What did Rip City Steph say? Dusty, did you at least read the lease before this meeting, or did bird draft prep be the priority? I have not had time to read the lease. I'm on the air for 7 straight hours today, and then I have the meeting at 1:05.
Did you read the lease, Rip City Steph?
Has anybody read this lease?
And does it even exist?
Nobody knows.
I question the.
Yeah, I mean, well, let's. I'll tell you this: if we get our damage deposit back, I'm just going to throw a big party for the staff with the money. With the
well, look,
hey, why not? That seems
worst
like a
case
reasonable
scenario,
thing.
you should be able to meet in the middle.
It's actually,
you know what I mean? Like, let's call it square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time I did this. We, when I was living in Lethbridge with my buddy Ferg, you got a buddy Ferg, I got a buddy Ferg. My buddy Fergus runs like a media company. He made our website at edmontonsportstalk.com, but we lived together. And I remember our damage deposit at this apartment we were at was $800. And we were like 23, 24. We didn't have a ton of money. And we were about to move out. And I said, man, we need this $800. So him and I went to town. Like, we cleaned this place. And then the lady comes in, she checks it out. It's all good. She gives us back her $800, and then we just threw. We called it a damage deposit party, and we invited all our buddies over, and we paid for all the booze, and it was a good time. So I'd like to do that again as a 44-year-old.
Well, if you get it back today, the nasty batch
there's
tomorrow.
no chance I'm getting it back today. There's
just,
probably not a chance I'm getting it back at all. She's
You
definitely
roll
going to
in
hose
with
us,
that
bud.
check tomorrow.
I think we're getting it back.
No way. I don't think we're getting it back.
I think
Not
we're
with
going to
that
get
attitude.
I think we're going to get part
That's
of it
the
back.
I think we're going to
attitude
get like 90%.
There should be at least the middle.
Yeah.
Call it square.
I'm going to walk
go
in there
your own
today
way.
before you even say it and say, listen, let's just do 50-50 on the damage deposit. I'm going to turn around, walk right back
Call it
up.
a day.
This is all about principle. No, not 50. Not 50.
75-25.
90.
90-10 is not going to work. Nobody ever agrees to a 90-10.
Well, she's going to have to. And that's the thing. You can just give her no choice. Say
Well,
no.
Don standing there with the
Say
pliers,
no.
I don't think there is a choice, right? Like that's.
We're getting it back. We're getting it back.
I mean, let's be honest. The old building was not a very good building.
No,
I mean,
and again, we've improved it.
Yeah.
You could argue. I mean, if you don't get it, you start ripping out that internet wiring immediately.
I will. I'll say, you want this?
You want this?
You just come after this. And I'm going to take down all the blinds we put up.
Yeah.
Because they were down when we moved in. We put them up.
Yeah, it looked terrible.
Awanik says, have you ever had just a shot of espresso before, Dusty? Now I'm nervous.
No, this is as Reid said, it's a show. This is the show.
That might not be a good idea for me. Let me check with my wife.
It won't be bad. A double would be
the
bad.
only time. This is the thing. The only time I've ever had a shot of espresso, it was what are the odds of this? It was in that same apartment that we cleaned to get the damage deposit back. But I had a shot of espresso. Then I threw a no-hitter with Bartolo Colon on MLB 04 against a buddy, my buddy Vis.
This is your HGH.
This is it. Like, what happens if I win this draft and somebody calls me out for performance-enhancing drugs?
Well, when
and
we
I
do,
get stripped.
Quinn does do the piss test afterwards, as per tradition.
Now I'm a little worried. Maybe I won't have.
But you've had a shot in the latte. Iwanik was in doing those shows. And we gave you that latte, the one where that's a shot of espresso in there, just with some milk.
Is a latte an espresso?
Well, it's like hot milk, and then they just dump in a couple of espressos. You got 2 in there, probably.
This might not be good for me. I might be shaking too much.
More so than you already do.
know.
Yeah. You won't be able to read your draft list. You'll be going cross-eyed.
I don't know what to do. We'll find out when it gets here.
If you don't want it, I'll call dibs.
So you would
Get 'em
pour it
ordered.
in your coffee?
Absolutely, I would. They call it the red eye.
Maybe I'll pour it in my chocolate milk.
That'd be a delicious treat.
That's what I'll do. All right. Let's get into 3 questions too many. Do you have a liner for the segment?
3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki. Go visit them today. Ask to see Mitch's office, and you can even say hello to his little parrot that he keeps in there. Park Mazda, your dealer for life.
Mitch should totally be a parrot guy.
Well, everybody should. Yeah, Iwanic should have a bird in his office. Just a little cage hanging in.
Yeah, but if you wanted to be quiet, you put a little curtain over it.
Yeah. Oh, then we could race it down the hallway. Like, you take it for a walk. It could fly up and down.
Dusty didn't read the lease. He's just going to wing it.
That's texted. You send that in.
Trev, have you ever had an espresso shot?
Yes, I have.
And you're still alive to talk about it.
Yeah, obviously. If you can do...
Have you ever breathed?
Have you ever had a shot of vodka?
Yeah, of course I've had
whiskey.
Yes.
Any of that?
Yes, all these things.
That is significantly...
That's a bad comparison.
No, it's way worse.
No, that would get you a little bit drunk. Espresso is going to mess with my whole body.
I know, but as far as like taste goes, you're going to be fine, man.
I don't even know if I'll be able to read after espresso shot because I'll be like this.
No, you'll be good, buddy. Okay?
But you know what it'll do? It'll loosen that beak on you.
Listen to my
you'll be
words.
chirping a bit more. Like
That's the last thing we need.
Well,
I'm trying to find on the radar so Tommy will get relegated.
That's what I need, though.
God.
Listen to me. You'll be good. Okay? Trust me.
I want to trust you, but you told us earlier in the week you got blown 12 feet as a child by the wind.
You don't believe that?
And a bat.
Yeah, and you thought a bat was a bird.
Okay, well that one, whatever. But the first one is true. I'll FaceTime my grandma today, and you can ask that question. Okay?
I will. Let's do that.
Let's do it.
I'm busy until like 2.
Okay, I don't care.
At that point,
I'll stick around.
If the shot of espresso works, I'll be fired up.
It'll be quick. I'll be like, hey, grandma, did this happen? Okay?
I'm nervous now, even more so than a regular draft week.
The espresso will calm you down.
Yeah, for sure. Do you have a Twitter account?
Yes, I do. It's at Lieutenant_Eric on the X. You can go back yesterday, even at YEG Sports Talk, our conversation with Eric Macramella.
Great chat yesterday.
ESPN NFL deal. Sean Campbell, his insights. Are the Elks getting the L's at the perfect time? He weighed in. And everything else. Go give the station a follow at YEG Sports Talk.
Big Maple says, Dusty, if you aren't going to fully read the lease, at least have a quick gander. Looks like Dusty is going to fly by the seat of his pants during the walkthrough. These are all really good text messages that are coming in today.
The over-under on silly goose drops during the draft will be...
Careful.
I'm hammering that over.
Actually, you could draft silly goose in the open category.
Yeah. Or in the phrasing as well. You could
it's
say an up and down
you're
player.
A silly goose.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Question number 1. You can send in your questions anytime, 780-218-9999, or over on the Nasty Chat as well. Are you guys at all concerned about the looming relegation ruling coming from the commish?
Not at all.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see what she does.
Who doesn't like a holiday?
I mean, if I wasn't in a draft, I could have gone to bed at like 11 last night. So...
But how... This all just flowed. Like, it was like, again.
No, but I had to do like the spreadsheet. I'm not good at spreadsheeting.
No, the spreadsheet.
I had to do the whole draft order thing. There's these extra tasks that somebody else would have to pick up if I'm not in a draft. I guess that'd probably have to be heaped on the commish at that point. I just try to help out.
See, and that's why I'm always for full reinstatement of one Matthew Iwanic, because he really took a captain. Like, that's a true commissioner.
Yeah, I took over some of Maddie's admin duties with drafts.
Yeah.
Which has kind of been a pain in the butt.
He was the best commissioner, I think.
Whoa.
Look, I'm sure Quinn would. It's fine to say that. It's fine to look. I'm not disparaging Quinn in any way.
Just an interesting thing to say on a draft day.
Sure,
that's all.
But you know, I'm for full reinstatement. I lead the campaign.
Question number 2: outside of the quarterbacks tonight, guys, which player is going to end up with the most fantasy points? Because I need a captain on my week-to-week fantasy team.
Aha. Well,
the captain is usually double the points, right?
CFL.ca did have the top 6 CFL fantasy sleepers you need for your lineup for week 10. And sleepers is kind of a weird one, but I think for just straight fantasy plays, Bo and Rourke lead it, and I know it's outside of quarterbacks. You then look to their receivers, because I don't think the running game with those quarterbacks is going to factor in too much.
Butler gets heavily involved still.
He does, and Bell will get a touch here or there. But you're looking at what? Kenny Lawler? Although the Lions did a good job of neutralizing him the last time they played, you're looking at Tim White, Keandre Smith for the Lions as well. I think, and I know we joke, but Barry Hill does have a knack for getting in the end zone here or there. Katoy, he's always been frustrating in fantasy. You're waiting for him to pop all the time.
Yeah.
But he did lead in targets the last time they played. He had one more than Hatcher.
He did, eh?
So, and then there's Hatcher. I think there's lots of weaponry to choose from.
I could see a multi-touchdown game for James Butler. How many catches did Butler have last time they played? Do you know what was Butler's stat line like in that game? I don't know. I originally wanted to say Kenny Lawler because it's such an automatic.
But you would be saying that too in the last time they played, and lo and behold. But maybe a revenge. And they're at home. So you're looking at Butler involvement here. 16 carries, $115 on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Yeah. Receiving, he had 3 targets, 1 catch for -1. So
okay, but that was a huge day on the ground.
Huge day on the ground for him, yeah.
I think I'll say Butler, but I think there's a lot of good options. So that's kind of exciting.
Yeah, and Rourke, no touchdowns, rushing or throwing last game against Hamilton.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's something to keep tabs on. Question number 3. Which hockey insider do you guys miss the most right now in the middle of the summer?
Insider / analyst, correct? For our Monday to Friday lineup? Yeah. You could make an argument for each one, I guess, because they all provide a different flair. I would have to say Noodles.
Yeah, Noodles is a good one.
His conversations, and he's the one that or volunteers his time to stay.
He said we want to do a whole hour.
I mean, how can you argue that?
Such a nice guy. We're going to see Gazdick because he's going to be out here for the Capital Care Foundation Feast on the Field and the golf tournament the next day. And we're actually going to do a couple of auctions to have a chance to play with us. It should be fun. I still think it's got to be Button. I absolutely love Craig Button.
Well, and I think with
Craig Button's
Gazdick and
they're all
Boudreaux,
good dudes, but Button is this next
Boudreaux
level.
as well, but he's only every second week. Like if he was a weekly guy,
Filthy Bruce,
I think he would climb the rank.
Like I could text Button right now and be like, "Can you come on at 8:30?" And he'd say, "It's 8:28. I'm good. Send me the link."
Yeah, and you have a relationship outside of the show, as you guys have done.
We've done some games
You've
together and
exchanged
stuff,
gifts for crying out loud. He wears the cap.
Oh yeah. That's a good point. Although, did I take him the cap? I think you got the cap from somewhere else.
Somewhere else, yeah. I think it was given to him at a game. But you gave him socks?
No, I was going to take him socks, but then I realized he doesn't really like wearing socks, so I thought it'd be a weird thing to give a guy. Hey, you don't really wear a lot of socks, but
you're
here's
trying
some free
to send
socks.
a message, eh? Cover him up.
It's not a good idea. All right. Scalding hot takes coming up next. There's Gager. He's ready to go. The judge is here. We haven't done hot takes in a while. Yeah. That's my bad. I apologize.
No, it's summer break.
You were gone for a week of vacation. I've been gone a bunch.
That happens. It's like Formula One.
Yeah. So that mid is back up for grabs. Imagine being the guy who has the mid at the Nasty Bash.
That's just
Were you thinking that too?
That's just it,
Trev,
baby.
this could change your life. Having the mid at the Nasty Bash, you don't know what it does for popularity.
Oh, okay. Well, I want it then.
Bring the takes. Let's get to a sports update right now for a place where it is always game day. We had some good parties at this place as well. Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge. Let's get to the update. Scalding hot takes on the other side.
The Edmonton Riverhawks capping the regular season as second-half champions as they defeat the Harbor Cats 7-2 last night out in Victoria. They will remain there as Game 1 of the playoffs goes tomorrow night. The Hawks did clinch the second seed, which means they will host Game 2 Saturday for Remax, and if necessary, a Game 3 on Sunday. Jays have the day off. They'll start a 3-game set in LA with the Dodgers tomorrow after clobbering the Rockies 20-1 yesterday afternoon. They complete the 3-game sweep with a 45-6 aggregate score. Finals of the National Bank Open for Montreal go later today at 4 on the women's side as Canadian teenager Victoria Mboko continues her stellar run. She'll be up against Japan's Naomi Osaka. The Stingers winning on the road last night, 194 against Saskatchewan. They're now 2 games back of Calgary for second and an opening round bye. The team returns home to round out the regular season, hosting Niagara tomorrow and Winnipeg on Sunday. Opening round of the FedEx St. Jude Championship is underway. Akshay Bhatia at 3 under. He's in a 3-way tie, top of the leaderboard through 6 thus far. And Week 10 in the CFL kicks off tonight. From Steeltown, it's the Tiger Cats at 6-2, hosting the 3-5 BC Lions. Kickoff 5:30 across the TSN network. Elks are in Montreal for Friday Night Football tomorrow, also at 5:30. Sports Update is presented by Sully's Sports Bar and Lounge. With wall-to-wall TVs, daily food and drink specials, it is the place to be for every Edmonton Elks game. Every day is game day at Sully's Sports Bar and Lounge.
DRS, DRS, drop that wing and try your best. Get up close, you've got to press, must be within 1 second or less. Show that speed, please don't swerve. Hey, look out, here comes a curve. Hit the button, be ambitious. Goodbye, Mikey, too judicious. Around the world, they will prance. Red Bull Ring to Paris, France. And you never want to finish second best. Push on and refuse to lose, drop the wing and then use DRS, DRS, DRS.
8:33 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here today on TuneIn, iHeart, EdmontonSportsTalk.com. Please tell your friends how easy it is to listen to our shows live every day from 6 until 6. And then Oilers pre and post and Elks pre and post and the VIP golf show.
Stingers
and
last night as well.
Stingers and Riverhawks. There's always lots going on here at Edmonton Sports Talk. If you're watching over on YouTube today, we're just 35 likes away from a midsummer 200 like show. So hammer the thumbs up for us on there. More people continuing to text in. The real Slim Davy texts in. Dusty, if you don't read that lease, you won't know if the landlord is robbing you. Okay. Robbing you.
Yeah. You'd show up with that damage deposit tomorrow night at the Nasty Bash like a Robin Hood. Like you're stealing from the,
stealing from the rich to feed the poor. It's going to be weird when HR Daddy goes, hey, what happened to the damage deposit you got back? Write it off as a promotion.
It's fun money at that point.
Yeah,
right?
It's a bonus at that point. Let's say she keeps like 1,000 of it. The other 500 I'll use to buy something cool for the office.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
I don't know what we would get that we need, but it'd be fun. All right, we got the wrap coming up. That'll be text of the day, sound of the day, all that fun stuff. It's been a fun show. This has been a very typical, good summer show,
On a rainy day, nonetheless.
Yeah, on a rainy day, summer show. Nothing can bring us down on a draft day. We're going to do some Scalding Hot Takes. Scalding Hot Takes brought to you by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, offering premier conditions, top-notch service, unmatched value. I mean, it's jam-packed all the time because it's one of Alberta's premier public golf courses. Of course, home to the EST Golf Classic as well. Book your tee time today at theranchgolf.com. All right, let's bring in Gager today. Gager, what's up, man? Did you think when your last day at the office, and I know you weren't heavily involved in the move, but did you think the office looked okay when we left it?
I thought it was fine, but then with Maddie's pictures saying goodbye to it, I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
It looks perfect.
Yeah,
like I was
exactly.
I was shocked at the amount of turnover just from my last day to the final cleanup, which, as you put it, I was absolutely no part of.
Gager, how much work have you been doing on your work week off?
Too much, actually.
Damn.
So it's
that sucks.
I don't move from this position. I go and help out and try to do some family stuff, but other than that, yeah, I'm locked down with 4 shots of espresso and just going at it.
Look at that, hey?
You don't have 4 shots of espresso in there. You're messing.
No,
with
it's 2.
So you have 2 shots of espresso in your drink right now.
Yeah. I do 2 shots of espresso and then some hot water in there. It's just like a really strong coffee.
Oh, that's nice. Americano.
It's
All right.
a Canadiano. Eric,
Canadiano,
a
yeah.
Canadiano.
Is that what it's called, a Canadiano?
Yeah, ever since all this tariff stuff.
Yeah.
Now called a
It's a Canadiano now. All right, scalding hot takes. Lieutenant Eric is the defending champion, so he will go first. I will go second. Trev, you got the hammer today. Have you been working on your takes during the show this morning?
No.
Oh, you had them done last night? You're locked and loaded?
Yeah, all
okay.
done.
All right. All right, you
Trev
ready to go,
was trying to grab the early lead with in the text chat there.
Wait, what?
Oh my gosh!
Say that again.
I regret saying I miss you, Gager.
Oh,
it's on it's on my end.
Oh,
I also said hi to Reid. I miss you, Reid. I say it to.
So on the back end, you're sugarcoating the interesting.
It's such rubbish.
What do you mean it's rubbish? Did it happen or did it not happen?
Yeah, it happened.
Well, then it's not rubbish.
I'm telling Gager I miss him.
He never says anything to me usually.
Oh yeah, right. That is rubbish.
Oh, you are a sneaky boy today, Trev.
That is not being sneaky at
With
all.
the hammer as well.
Sugar boy.
That is
so unnecessary.
Oh my
so
gosh,
unnecessary.
I'm just always getting teamed up on.
All right. Do you have the music and everything? You got the bed?
Let's Falcon do this.
That one didn't work.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Trev. We've had better ones today.
Bull crap.
All right. Let's. You ready? You good to go over it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's do
I'm
it.
not ready anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
This is stupid.
Here we go.
Time now for scalding hot takes.
Trev would give him more credit if his name was Snoop Bird.
Hot take alert.
The Jays got to second base so easily yesterday. I thought they were Tommy at the Nasty Bash.
That's a hot take.
Fords have never been reliable.
Careful. That take's hot.
The only types of birds that make use of feeders are socialists.
The hottest of takes.
The Jays were so successful at swinging yesterday, they should change their logo to a pineapple.
Wow, scalding hot take.
The new Fantastic Foreskins are the best skins Fortnite has ever had.
Hot take alert.
When evil humans die, they reincarnate into pigeons.
That's a hot take.
The Blue Jays were so good with the wood yesterday that Zach and Trev are asking them for tips.
Careful. That take's hot.
Why does Snoop Dogg suck at rapping? Because.
The hottest of takes.
Crows are so smart they should be allowed to vote.
Wow, scalding hot take.
The Jays pounded the Rockies so bad yesterday that the entire state of Colorado is walking funny today.
Hot take alert.
Happy Gilmore 2 is like Snoop Dogg's rap career. Terrible flocking writing.
That's a hot take.
Seagulls, they should be called parking lot gulls.
Careful. That take's hot.
The Jays scored 20 times last night, breaking a Wednesday record previously held by Tom Gazzola.
The hottest of takes.
If Keon Julian Grant was a rapper, he'd be Snoop Dogg because he drops it like it's hot.
Wow, scalding hot take.
All right, there we go, Gager. Over to you, the judge.
Wow, that was good, boys. It's been a while, and you guys actually brought it, but by a narrow margin, and they were all good. I think the mid is staying where it actually is right now with LTE.
Wow! Congratulations, LTE. Wow. I have to say, I did love your last one.
Well,
Seagull. What was your second
more
one?
Like parking lot calls.
Yeah. What was the second one?
The socialist one. The only types of birds. Well, they can eat just fine on their own. You don't need to feed them. Making use of that is just kind of.
I did like that. I did like that one. Well done.
This is a good start to the day for you, Rick.
You were hammering.
I went with the Jays sexy time angle.
Yeah.
There's a couple good ones in there.
I did like the Tom Gazzola one too. Like
the last one,
always,
Trev played the sounder over top of.
Yeah, Trev lost marks for that one, so that was fun.
Yeah, the Jays scored 20 times last night, breaking a Wednesday record previously held by Tom Gazzola.
The second base one was good too.
Yeah, you like
second base.
Well, with the nasty bash right around the corner and stuff, I think that that did make sense. Well, it was good to get some hot takes in. I'm here every single Thursday all month. So it's on now.
Yeah,
like
is
there the summer of takes.
Yeah.
Is there a parlay for what Tommy does with Play Alberta? What
Yeah,
Tommy
but we can't
does at
talk
the
about it
National-
on air, Gager.
Oh, okay. Hey, with this damage deposit, if it does come back, like you mentioned, I believe a party earlier.
Maybe. Yeah.
Is there like a vote of what we could actually do with this if it does happen? Like a list of options?
First of all, A, I don't think it'll happen. But B, yes, we should totally do that. Hey, what do you think? Like every staff member puts in an option and then we vote on it?
Yeah. I mean, maybe like whatever it is. You said blow it on something, a party or whatever. Maybe it's a movie night. Maybe it's maybe I go and take the funds and go to Italian Center Market, grab some groceries and make dinner for ourselves.
Well, $1,500 in groceries.
You got my vote.
That's a lot.
Well, yeah, it'd be quite the dinner.
That'd be quite the dinner. And we can eat it here.
Like kings.
At the office.
Like Italian kings.
Like kings. You know what? Not a bad idea, though, Gager. Let's see how the meeting goes, and then we'll have an update tomorrow morning on the show.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, that should be good. All right, buddy. We'll see you later.
Later.
There you go. That's Walking Gates. Congratulations, Rick.
I can't
the
believe
mitt
it.
stays where it is.
I can't believe it.
You didn't think you were going to win?
Could be a 2-jacket day for me.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
I already got one.
Oh, look at this. Well, it's going to be interesting to see how the next 2 hours goes here on Edmonton Sports.
Very much. Does Quinn find the place? Is the first question.
I mean, I think she'll be able to find the place.
I think the address is pretty.
Maybe she's familiar with the building. Who knows?
Yeah.
They had a guy come in yesterday, said he'd been to that Benjamin Moore Paints downstairs 5 times in the last 2 months.
I tried putting my key in their door this morning.
Classic mix-up.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if it worked, though.
Well, it was good I tried the left and not the right.
Yeah. That is true. Let's see. Whoever wins the bird draft will undoubtedly crow about it. There's some sort of path to a text of the day victory there as well. Han Shurkoff says, spend that money on some Joaquin Gage memorabilia. Hell, we could probably buy it all for $1,500. I should have had that as a take. God, I miss Gager. I'm sad when Gager's not around the office.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why Hernan was being so stoic to you yesterday, Trev, because his co-host wasn't in.
Well, yeah.
Mind you, Maddie did that cool thing with AI yesterday on the Mount Rushmore, which was cool. And I also love their Who Dis segment on the EST Afternoon Show.
RJ Ochoa?
He was good.
The boys.
Anytime you can get RJ Ochoa on to talk some Dallas Cowboys, it's usually pretty good. Montreal Alouettes. I think we're getting some depths here, buddy.
More injury reports or what? They just dropped like flies.
No, let's get to, let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Do we have the...
Yeah. Alexander Hollins is a funny one, hey?
Yeah.
Like, that's something that we haven't, the knee injury and everything, but he's got pop to his game.
Well, what was interesting with Hollins last week, and Hollins, of course, what some of you might be familiar with, but 2 years ago, Hollins was a West All-Star.
Yeah.
And he was Nathan Rourke's deep threat guy in Rourke's big season.
The field,
yeah. And then last year, he was just shy of 1,000 yards. I will say, calling a lot of the games, had some drop issues, and then was hurt. And then there was a contract dispute. He gets released. Was here in Edmonton at camp, and I think he was, I can't remember what the injury was, but he's a little bit banged up. He got released. The Alouettes have signed him. And last week, he was targeted twice. On both of the balls thrown in his direction, he actually drew a PI call. So,
yeah.
I mean, he doesn't get the yards, but he picked it up. But I still think, and we'd have to see him stay healthy here for a little bit, but I still think Alexander Hollins could definitely be one of the best deep threats in the entire CFL. And I think he would have been a good fit here At this point, being healthy, do we get a
With the receiving
I was
core as
at
it is.
camp and then cut revenge Alexander Holland's game?
Yeah, imagine him in this group right now with the ability to stretch things as he does. Yeah, that would be
That's a nice compliment to Dunbar.
Can't make the team in the tub.
Right? That's a popular saying. Is that a bird phrase?
You could probably fit the tub tit.
Anyway, the Montreal Alouettes will be looking at this. Ugawak, Dylan Wynn, Oakman, and Adeyemi Berglund on the defensive line. Beverett and Sankey, 2 studs at linebacker position. Najee Murray returns from injury. He'll play that cover linebacker spot. And then in the secondary, they've got Lorenzo Burns, who's not bad, but he's been burnt. He's been burnt a couple times so far this year. Wesley Sutton, he was on the injury report, but he's going to be good to go. And then they're starting Arthur Hamlin at safety. He started at safety, or he didn't start at safety. He started at cover linebacker last week, was listed as their backup safety. So he's going to start at safety and place it to Qua. Robert Kennedy, who's a rookie, is going to be playing at the secondary halfback spot. And then Deontay Evans, who they signed 3 days ago, is going to start at corner. He's a CFL veteran.
He's got pedigree,
but he hasn't played all year.
Yeah.
So, and then they've got their kickers, obviously Zima and Maltos Diaz, who his last 3 field goals have been of 58, 56, and 54-yard shots.
The cup is great. It's such a comical cup.
I'm not sure about this.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll mix it in my chocolate milk. That's what I'll do. Thanks, Glue Guy.
Thank you.
You're the best, buddy. And you're picking second. Who do you think's going first?
Lead me astray.
Big Bird or Larry Bird?
Interesting.
Now that's interesting. Did he say that because he wants one of them at 2 and he's trying to throw us off the scent?
That's why these questions are always funny. It's a great experiment to see where people go. So we're going to have the pairing of espresso and chocolate milk. Ugh. It's great. It's in its pure form.
That's enough.
You're already just...
That's enough.
Just the thought of it is... That's enough.
Yeah.
Do you want the rest?
Oh, you can have the rest.
Yeah, I love it.
There's a little bit left in there.
Yeah.
So this is what you do with your chocolate milk. You put espresso in it. Oh, are you going to be okay?
That's delicious.
Mix it around in
That's
this
delicious. And the cup is just...
473 ml of chocolate milk. Don't tell Glue Guy, but I would have loved a straw.
Not a velvety richness to it.
I ruined my chocolate milk.
Oh,
This pisses
no.
me off now.
Draft ruined.
God, I should have just taken the shot and then had a good chocolate milk.
Yeah, you really laid an egg there. Eh?
You fired today. Man, why is it so overwhelming? There's only a little bit of espresso in here. It's ruining the entire
like
chocolate
half
milk.
a shot. Did you give it a shake?
I don't think I shook it enough.
Yeah,
I think all that espresso's on top.
Oh, you've already got it in you then.
This is like that song, Espresso. Right? It's popular.
Hey, Commissioner, how are you doing?
Oh, there she is. Love seeing your face, Quinn.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
What I do? What?
Oh, she's salty at you too.
Full reinstatement? It's nothing against you.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's why.
It's nothing against you. I've always maintained.
I said it's a weird thing to bring up on draft day. And now she hates you and Tommy. And I said, I love to see your face.
I'll work my way back in.
So that's a compliment.
I did give her the address. I could have.
That is true.
Could have sent her astray. It'd be funny, but
it would have been funny if we said the draft scheduled for 1 p.m. and she goes to the old place at 1 p.m. and then the landlady's there and then she has to deal with it. Oh, that would have been pretty good. I'm really hoping that this stays more like chocolate.
You'll be better. Like near the end, halfway through you.
Still gross. Trev, you want to take this chocolate milk home and have it next to your bed for tomorrow morning?
Why does it taste bad?
I put espresso in it.
No.
So I'll never understand people who put, like, would you ever mix just water and milk together?
Cutting milk?
Well, but people put milk in coffee and coffee's just water. But if there was no coffee in there, would you ever just put milk and water together?
But there's no
flavor.
flavor.
Why do we put it in the...
There's no flavor.
I don't know.
Coffee's got a
Weird to
flavor.
me. I don't know. It seems weird.
And it's strong, so you're cutting it,
That's what it's meant for, I guess. Confusing.
Espresso martini, that's where it's at.
And that's an alcoholic drink.
You got it.
So they put that taste into a martini.
Delicious.
Tommy and I, we were at Boston Pizza yesterday, and we tried, I can't remember the name of it. It's on their summer menu. It was like this pink slushy drink. And we Lady and the Tramped it. They brought us 2 straws, and we drank it together at the same time. And
you mended the fences.
Yeah, we did.
Like we
did. My lips were so close to Tommy, I felt like I was a woman that he met 10 minutes before. But it was delicious, and it got me very excited for Mexico with the slushy drinks floating in the lazy river.
Yeah, little umbrellas.
There's the grotto on the lazy river. We were telling some people yesterday, or talking about the trip at BP's, and they asked where we're going. So we're going to Planet Hollywood, Cancun. They're like, "Oh, you guys aren't messing around."
Yeah.
Like, that's a nice resort.
I want to find a silk robe and just wear it loosely tied the entire
They probably
week.
provide you with a silk robe. I do like that. With just your underwear or a Speedo.
Sure.
So you can hop in the water if you want.
Anything, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you should come with us. We're going to Mexico February 22nd. There's about 2 spots left. This is almost packed right up. Give Chelsea a call. She's coming with, so she'll be there to help us handle some things. She's with Expedia Cruises from Northeast Edmonton, 780-970-4834. It is all-inclusive, your booze, your food, your room, your flight, your transfer from the airport to there, a checked bag as well. And the spots we got locked in are like $2,500 or less, which is an insane deal considering how much the price has gone up since we locked this in about 2 months ago. 780-970-4834. Give Chelsea a call. That's 780-970-4834. Let's sell out those final couple of spots. And nothing but good times.
Yeah.
Nothing but good times are loading. All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours in this studio and the other studio and down the hallway and the big sign in the reception area, well, then you do it with Bruce and the team at William Huff. Listed him yesterday as one of my top 5 rappers of all time.
Top of the list.
Nobody raps a wall. Nobody raps a building. Nobody raps anything that needs wrapped like Bruce and the team at William Huff.
The streets know.
They know. The streets know the real ones.
The streets know.
And then other people have questionable opinions. What did we learn on the show today? What did we learn today, guys?
I scribbled something down.
Yeah, it was during something about Trev.
Morning announcements.
Was it morning announcents?
Talking. You
remember you said, "Oh, that's what I learned."
Pulling out a lot of facts. Oh, the 1900s baseball.
Yes.
The plate. They went from a square to a
5
pentagon type of,
like
but not a pentagon. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think it would be described as a five-sided shape. As a pentagon.
So that was interesting. And of course, with the Jays hammering the Rockies. And we were this close to having, we didn't ask Reid about the gentleman's sweep show of the Jays, allowing the Rockies to score the first run and then taking all 3.
You know what? So when we were chatting with Reid, I was looking at my notes and I couldn't figure out what that said. And I was like, it's something to do with baseball.
It looks like Ryan Gremlin.
Yes.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, I don't know why that...
I mean, we know what his answer would be anyway. But.
Something with an R and then gentleman. Gentleman in baseball.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk to Reid about gentleman sweep in baseball.
Not a gentleman sweep show, but like an old 1900 show.
Yeah, 1900 timey show, a baseball show.
Yes.
Changing the plate. They've gone to a 5-sided plate. What's going to happen next in baseball? A designated hitter? Anyway, the Jays, the last time a team had 63 hits in a 3-game series was 1900. Or the first time since
45-6.
God, the Rockies are awful.
They're terrible.
I mean, the Jays are good.
No, I know, but
it's not like a bad Jays team beating on another bad team. It's a good team.
I think this is more of the Rockies being terrible, though. If you're kind of gonna.
Let's get to your sound of the day, then we'll get to text of the day. And we are T minus, I don't know, like 36 hours to Nasty Bash.
Yeah.
Why not?
The Nasty Bash was awesome, so let's remember it with this song. The EST on Corey B, tattoos still looking strong. 6:30 wasn't working, so old Smash said so long. AM Nasty C and Frazier yelling, turn your headlights on. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone poured me birdie booze on a shot ski. Now you know Reid Wilkins was a mystery. X-ray J's pants got a little pissy. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. 6 o'clockers right and left. Let me pour it on your head. Moment we won't soon forget. Hey Norm, Fergie's back perhaps let us in. Made the last table again. Wrote it out till 2 a.m. Oh Lord. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone poured me birdie booze on a shot ski. Now you know Reid Wilkins was a mystery. X-ray J's pants got a little pissy. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty.
Oh, man. How about that song coming out of the woodwork at the Nasty Bash last year? I don't know what to do this year, but
well, it'll write itself.
There'll be something that writes itself, but we got to figure out what the song is.
And now the power of AI. I mean, you could.
I think I want
ready by the end of the night.
I might want to. That's true. What's Dusty doing? Oh, he's just sitting over there AIing the night.
Yeah, nomology. Go see him what he's up to. Are you picking third or is Tom picking?
I'm picking third.
You're picking third.
Yeah, Tommy took the 4-5 swing. Is it just me or does it seem like Tommy is in every single swing spot of all time?
He loves to swing.
God. Matt at the Garrison texts in and says, do you guys know if Bruce has a graphic artist on his team? Matt, I'll just say this. It's actually just a one-man show. He runs the entire thing by himself.
Yeah, he
does invoicing. He sweeps. He does all the graphic design, but he uses MS Paint.
He refills the popcorn machine in their lobby.
Yeah. He does. No, they do. They have, yes, they do. Matt, let me know if you want his email, but yeah, they have a graphic artist on their team so they can take care of a bunch of stuff. We have Tube Socks handle a lot of our stuff, but Bruce they have a graphic artist that they'll look after everything too. So it's nice. All right, let's get to your text of the day today. Get you in the mix for text of the year. And then starting in September, we'll have our new text of the day partner on board. And I'm very excited. Very excited for this one. Let's go to this one from Big Maple. Dusty, if you aren't going to fully read the lease, at least have a quick gander at it.
Well played.
Kyle the Embalmer suggests I use a Snoop Dogg song for the Nasty Bash recap this year. He's got a lot of hits.
Silence.
Trev side-eyed us over there. It's funny. All right. Well, we've got a draft coming up. Matty Iwanek will be taking over. He will be your draft host. We've kept him in the loop a little bit better. I don't think he'll be complaining about everything.
The Brian Williams of EST drafts.
The 100%. Yeah. But you still are in favor of full reinstatement.
I am, and it's nothing against the current one.
Let's see where this goes. Oh, Trev, that hangout thumbnail today is great. Yeah. That looks really good, buddy. Wait till you see the thumbnail for the hangout today. Hangout, of course, presented to you by Sentinel Storage. These guys are everywhere, by the way. Every single place I look. Like, I think you could take me, blindfold me, kidnap me, take off the blindfold, and I would open up my eyes and I'd see a Sentinel Storage. That's how many there are. So if you need to store stuff, and then we'll have more on the hangout, but Sentinel Storage is a place to do it. Celeste and her team over there, terrific. All right. Well, you are on the clock, my man.
TikTok.
What are we watching tonight? Well, we're watching Lions Ticats, baby.
Lions Ticats, also at 4 o'clock. Canadian teenage sensation. Is
that at 4 o'clock today?
Yeah, Victoria Mboko. So lots of stuff going on kind of in your happy hour. Taking on Naomi Osaka of Japan at 4 o'clock. The finals of the National Bank Open for Montreal. And, you got the St. Jude going on throughout the day.
That's something
to kind of have on. So, yeah, lots of stuff tonight.
All right, that's going to do it for us. The bird draft on the hangout is coming up next. First time that Commissioner Quinn Phillips has been in the new office. Hopefully she settles in nicely. And our first draft in the new Hangout studio, which should be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for a Friday show tomorrow as well. I haven't been around on Friday. We got Canmore Brewing coming up. The guy's driving up from Canmore
I love it.
to join us for Beer of the Week. We'll be cracking some packs. We'll be breaking down a CFL game. We'll be setting up another game. We're going to chat with Mo Ager, who covers the Cincinnati Bengals. Find out if it's okay for Marshall to take Jamar Chase first overall in every single mock draft that he's doing. So we'll get into that tomorrow.
That Friday show, it sounds pretty good.
Italian setting?
That's good.
Oh, my God.
Well, it's Friday.
Oh, my God. Sounds like a good idea, too. For YouTube, Trev, Lieutenant Eric, Dustin Nielsen saying, take it easy. We'll talk to you at the draft.